Hello, stream. Hello, everybody.
Greetings,
Thank you
my
for joining.
friends.
Thank you for coming by. Everybody wave like we're on a TV show. The
Yeah.
audience and like
look
any other talk
insane.
show. Thank you for joining us. We're doing our persistent campaign here, Linnunrata, the Path of the Birds D&D 5th edition campaign, set in the shining south of Halrua. So we'll kind of get right into it. If you are, this is on the Adventurers League Twitch channel, which is for the Adventurers League Discord, which is a D&D Discord community where you can come and play D&D online for Adventurers League organized play. And also, and we're going to be. Oh, I forgot what I was going to talk about. We're super professional here, so check all our links and stuff in the description below. If you're looking for some cool D&D shirts, one of our players, Devin, has a cool shop, D&D shop. We'll post that link in the chat shortly. Give it a check. And we're gonna have to put that in the description of the YouTube and everything too, so we can make sure that's available. But thank you for watching. We'll go ahead and get right into it. Our campaign, they've been going so far, just a quick recap. They were on a boat trip, came back, pirates attacked, boat sank, stranded on island. Managed to get off said island with a few people that they rescued that were already there. And then they found their way back to Halagard in the country of Halrua. Last session, some of the party went and got new clothes. Some of the party checked in with the local guards and military, completing a quest that they had been on. And I believe, and then they got interrupted in their planning for what was next by a random talking sheep that ran up and grabbed their attention. They then fought off half-orc, some wolves, a bear, and found out that the sheep was a wizard who had been transformed into this new shape. Upon trying to help the wizard return, they fought some great sword-wielding apes, more bears, a desperate wizard who polymorphed their bed into a dragon, and that's had a breath weapon that fired wood splinters. The party narrowly survives, and we find ourselves getting back to there as one of the players, Wilder, has just revealed a big secret. I just want to kind of, before we kind of jump back to that page, I made a new little party icon for us, so you guys can see. So when we're moving around,
So when do we get the cool space boat?
Yeah, I want to go to
When do we
space.
just travel through space?
Why is the moon there?
I just wanted to taunt you with it for the entire campaign.
Julian,
No,
please don't poop on
Jules,
me like
you
this.
understand
I
this is going to
fucking
cause
love
another
Space
Eidos
Jammer.
Enterprises where we are going to build a spaceship, right?
You guys, you're not going to get that much money.
We'll see about that.
Now.
Yeah, don't worry, Julian. You don't have a choice.
We'll find another gambling boat.
Okay, so let's see here. All right, you guys find yourselves here in Noak's Tower, which used to be the wizard Finithir's tower. You were able to use the broken wand of true polymorph. Wilder was able to use it in order to restore Finithir back to his wizard self, and to his much enjoyment. At that point, Wilder, what was it the last thing that you said?
I'm not a tiefling. Just thought I'd mention that. Anyways, so Wizard Man, they need some kind of, reward for all they're doing. I'm just gonna mosey on over here.
We definitely need to talk about this later. Is it not something you just idly slip by with?
I don't see what we need to talk about. It's just,
What's it like
Later,
being
Wilder.
blind, boy?
I'm not okay. we'll just talk about this later. You guys need gold and all that stuff. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Finithir, as he now, even though he's back in his human form, you guys are mentioning the reward, looks very sheepish as you guys are looking towards him. As he is going to say, well, see, I would love to give you everything I can, but Noak kind of spent all my money on hiring guards that he then true polymorphed, and you've destroyed, or this bed that was polymorphed has destroyed most of my house, which is going to take a while to rebuild, and
motherfucker.
Noak has essentially left me virtually bankrupt, and he sold most of my items to pay for his research materials and guards. So
let's just say use those as one, huh?
Yeah,
We'll call it that. You owe us a favor, no questions asked. Whenever we cash it in, you do it. End of story.
Yes, I can agree to some degree. I will agree to that. I will also.
We need this agreement in writing with a signature.
He says, how about this? I will owe you a favor, but in the meantime, if you need transmutation spells that aren't too high, that aren't too much power, I'll help cast those for you. I can still do most of that. I should hopefully still have some components laying around that I need for that, but so come to me if you need transmutation spells. And he basically is offering you, like, he would say, any transmutation spells 5th level or lower. He'll help to provide for you.
Well, I can't say it's my favorite term of payment, but you are pretty powerful, so whatever, I guess.
Yes, and of course, keep the wand. It seems your friend needs it, or has an interest in it, and as broken as it is, I don't trust myself to use it. I would be very careful yourselves. I'm not sure what it's capable of, if it goes wrong.
What was the wizard's name again?
The actual wizard is Finithir Shinebright.
Finithir Shine.
So,
and the one that you guys destroyed was Noke, Noke.
Wilder's gonna take out like a random book in his pack. He's gonna rip out like a clean page and he's going to hand it to Huntar, and he's gonna say, so you could start making this contract, correct?
Yeah, I got it.
There you go.
Hey, Finithia.
Yes.
You know Primordial?
Let me see. Does Finithir know Primordial? He knows Common, Celestial, Draconic, and what was the one that you asked for? Primordial?
Yeah.
We'll say Primordial, just for the sake of making things work here.
Primordial makes a great language for contracts. And Hunter will begin drafting up the contract in Primordial that he owes us a favor, no questions asked, but in the meantime, transmutation magic is free for us.
Something wrong, Ian?
He will modify a bit. He says that he crosses out no questions asked, and he writes some, and then
Hunter will cross it out and write 3.
Give you this true look, and he's going to say, "Oh," you kind of just nod his head at that, and then as for the transmutation spells, he makes sure it says transmutation spells, and he says those of the 5th category or lower.
I was looking through the transmutation spells. This isn't that great of a deal.
No, it's
Huntar
fine.
will sign it and hand it over to him
like
to
3
sign.
spells he can cast that aren't related to like combat and like being effective in combat.
We can fly for 1 minute with this guy's help. That's pretty good.
Like, he can fabricate some fucking nails out of
Listen.
rock, like on the island.
Hey, fabricate can be useful.
All
I'll
that
let
matters.
fabricate be useful.
All that matters is he owes us a favor.
And I guess he
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
And
reincarnate.
it's in writing. He signed it, right?
Did
Yeah.
he sign it with his dominant
We'll
hand?
sign
Is the
it.
question.
The
Did he
rest of
sign it
you-
in his blood?
The rest of you will need to sign it as well. Although the rest of you can't read it.
Lincoln will cast comprehend language, and then
Okay.
And
read
so
it.
will Wilder.
Excuse you, I can read it.
Hey.
I speak primordial.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you wanna
okay. All right, very good.
I think
Some of
Huntar
you
and I are
are
the only
able
ones that
to-
speak primordial.
Some of you with a little bit of help are able to read it as well. Some of you aren't able to and must
Although,
rely on your friends.
we have to read it
you-
like Braille. We have to like rub our hand. We have to like hold our hand over the words.
Why did I choose primordial as one of the languages I can read?
It's the best
Good question.
language.
I mean, it's come in handy like 3 times so far. It's like the only other language we've needed to know so far.
So when Lincoln signs it, he doesn't use like a quill or a pen or anything. He just holds his hand to it and then like writes as if he was holding a pen.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Fancy.
it's almost like
Medi
2 of
writes
us
his
can
name
do
with a pen.
Yeah.
Wow, showing off, huh? You have a pen and I don't. I see how it is.
I mean, it saves ink. It saves ink. Ink is expensive.
Especially for wizard.
Yeah, I love zinc.
Vintash, come and sign this contract.
Yeah.
Flex with you, Vintash. Come on.
I don't
Write my
speak
name on the
primordial. Can someone
contract.
read it for me?
Damalia will sign it with her left hand.
Lincoln reads
Yeah,
it to
of course
Jackson.
he does.
I don't remember what was. Oh yeah, it's just we're allowed 3 questions, or he's allowed 3 questions. It has to be low-level transmutation
Jackson's gonna start
magic.
signing.
Okay.
I trust
Hey,
you.
It's like
Lincoln, I don't
it's
have
like an
one of
entire
those.
like it's like an
Lincoln.
entire essay, and we have to read it out for fucking Ian.
I don't have one of
Nope.
those extra dimensional portal glove thingamajigs. You mind holding on to this? Keep it in
Oh,
a safe
sure.
place?
I need
Take
to get
it,
myself one of
put it in my
those.
imp's pocket.
Mhm.
Of course.
Oh, you don't have an imp's pocket?
No, I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
That's
what?
not a thing where I'm from.
Jackson will
what?
take out his imp's pocket and just produce something from it.
It's
not pretty
awesome.
useful.
Does it make me have one?
You
Yeah.
should get one.
You know, if I had grown up here,
Shopping.
probably.
Devin, do you have the contract written down? I don't think it's that important, but if you have it written down, I won't write it down.
Yeah.
Okay, it's in my
Alright.
inventory. I just don't have the actual terms of the contract written down.
So what,
Yeah, I
Devin, you
got
know
it.
what you not having an imp's pocket means, right?
Can't speak
Another
English?
shopping episode. Hell yeah.
Ooh.
And I still had some stuff I wanted to buy. It's
I still have to
I-
put my fancy clothes on. I still haven't gotten a chance to do that.
I wanted to
You
get my
fool.
fucking spell components for
What do you
Find Familiar.
We went to an inn, started eating dinner, and then got attacked by people chasing a sheep. How is that my fault?
You had plenty of time.
You should
No, I
change
was
how we're
eating
following the sheep.
food.
Amalia
Just
wanted
do
you
it
to
on the
change
way,
on the
it's
table
fine.
in front of all the
It takes
taverns.
15 minutes to change clothes.
Yeah, and we're following the sheep for more than 15
does
minutes.
it-
Keep up.
Wait, does it actually take 15 minutes to change clothes?
No, I have heavy armor on, so it takes
Oh,
15
okay.
minutes to take
I thought that
off
was a
the armor.
stupid D&D rule where it's like, yeah, 15 minutes to change your normal clothes. I was like, what?
6
No,
minutes
God,
to
no.
tie your shoes.
Yeah. You have to relearn how to tie your shoes.
Lincoln's got really complicated underwear.
There's a lot of belt buckles going on.
There's a lot of straps. I'll just say that.
What is the that
Oh, he's that kind of person.
what is that Japanese like tying ropes
Oh,
thing?
Shibari.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's got going on underneath.
Well, he's ready for Damalia.
He actually has to Houdini his chastity belt
I
every
come
time.
wrapped up like a present, ready to go.
Ooh, yummy.
Okay, so you
We
guys,
just
I am
knock
so
from
tired.
the other room and just hear fucking
he does. He says, Finithir will say, you are welcome to stay here for the night if you like. Although I don't have a bed anymore. He
It's
says,
there just in pieces.
We need a bed. We've been sleeping on the ground for too damn long.
It was
I
only
want a
like
bed.
a few days.
Too
speak for yourself.
damn long.
Isn't the ground environment though?
Right.
The ground is
you-
an environment. I don't need to be on the environment.
But the thing is, a bed isn't environment, right? I thought you didn't like the things that aren't the environment.
We
Alright.
appreciate the offer, but
Lincoln will look at the
we
hole
already
in
booked
the
the
wall.
rooms. It's yes, and it would be so complicated to have to share one bed. You know, it would just be.
Says, yes, okay. Well, all right. Well, thank you so much. I owe you my gratitude. And well, I guess I officially owe you one. Kind of says nervously as he's not sure what he's kind of gotten himself into here. And so
Yes,
you guys,
you're right.
do you guys head back to Haligard?
Yeah, Lincoln, you have to take Noke because Noke is still alive.
You guys
Oh.
didn't actually kill him. You guys did knock him out.
Carry him over his
damn.
shoulder.
Like every few hours, we just sock him in the head again to knock him back out.
Basically.
You awake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're awake?
I mean,
Oh,
we're
just
only
like
like
7
an
minutes.
hour away from Haligard.
If that.
Yeah, but we can take it slow.
You don't know. He could be up within an hour.
This man's bed shot me.
I mean,
This man's bed almost killed my friends. Just
okay,
this
feels
man's
kind of
bed made me do
excessive, but
work.
go on.
Yeah.
So here, just trying to find where you guys were in Haligard, or where you guys were. Yeah, there we are.
All right.
Okay.
So who wants to go and do the rat job with me?
I want to go. I want to talk to Wilder first.
No, you know the rat job seems pretty urgent.
Wilder, we're talking about this.
I
dog.
Do you know how
Stop it.
qualified I am?
We got an hour to walk back to Haligard. We got time to talk,
We got time to
Wilder.
talk.
So what the fuck do you mean you're not a tiefling?
Yes, I think that's pretty
No,
important to
it's kind
fucking
of
cover.
expected. Not gonna lie.
Wilder, did something happen to you that caused you to turn into a tiefling unexpectedly?
It was a long, long story back in the
I'm sure you have a
past.
and I'm sure you have a very long memory. So go on.
It was a long, long story back in the
Yes.
past.
That is the explanation.
It's it really is a bit of a doozy, and you don't want to hear anything all
You got
sad.
nothing but
and
time.
I don't have time
It's-
for your
it's-
shit, old man. Unless your fucking deal.
Basically, a wizard did it.
So you're polymorphed into a tiefling because you pissed off a wizard?
It's more common than you think.
What were you
Wait,
originally?
Vintash, are you the same? Are we?
No,
Brothers
but
in
Vintash, you're a tiefling?
All of us are tieflings.
You too?
Like that Vintash is literally just a yes and person for everything that goes on.
Vintash is just actually a pair of boxing gloves that got transmutated into a person.
Actually, Medi is a Warforged Tiefling hybrid somehow.
Jackson, you know, you get the idea that obviously that Wilder is evading the real story here as far as giving up the details. You don't know too much more than that though on that roll.
Got
All
it.
right.
anyway,
Well, the
continue.
important thing to me, at least, is are you okay for now? And
Oh,
is this something we
yeah.
can look into in the future to try and fix?
No,
or-
no. This is my deal. I got the thing. Just fix it. We'll figure this out. He's like holding up the wand.
Yeah, as
Wilder, if
holds up the
it's-
wand, you see there's just this large crack along the wand, and you see this just arcane energy just sparking out of it. Just
Is
I
that
think
I
we
got
should
it.
serious?
hold off on the wand for now. It seems a little bit.
No, I know what I'm doing.
Oh, so is Wilder, so.
Can I ask?
Hey, I don't say things about you, do I? No. Don't
You
be
could do.
mean.
I'm not always around when you're talking. You could say
Nah.
anything.
If I'm gonna talk about bad things about you, I'll do it to your face. I ain't the behind your back type of person.
That's the truth.
Yeah. All you are fucking crazy. Anyways,
I
let's
have got
go.
One to
nothing.
talk.
to anyone.
crazy.
It's
Oh no,
entire
Lincoln,
time.
I'm sorry, Lincoln.
What,
You
Wilder,
are you are a good boy.
real
Thank
quick,
you.
what if you aren't a tiefling, then what are you?
That's a good question.
That was not
Good
a good
answer.
answer. Anyway,
Alright,
moving
then.
on.
That was not
Who wants to go kill some rats, guys?
What
Like-
are
Rats
we
are a
playing?
little below my pay grade. We don't
What do
even
we
know how much
do
we're
with
getting
this
paid for this.
This man.
Greg in the game chat says,
That is also a
"We're
good
not
truth.
tieflings. Always have been."
Oh, is that my boy,
Yes, thank you,
Craig?
Craig.
As far as this guy,
That better be
one
my
of us
boy,
could-
Craig.
One of us could drop him off at the guard station.
What are police?
What?
Yeah, the
Nothing.
guards.
I think you're hearing
you would,
something, Lincoln.
Oh, true.
you would have gotten a letter too from Finithir. He would have signed it saying that these men, I paid these men to help retrieve my castle from this man Ahmed Noak, who kidnapped me and and the guards, committed many heinous atrocities, which they will explain. Please lock him up and come see me for further inquest. And signed Finithir Shinebright.
Paid is a strong word.
Yes.
Jackson's gonna study the word inquest and try to see if it's a real word because he doesn't buy it.
All right. I'll take look to the guards, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, as you guys you had to kind of leave the city to go because he was a little bit outside the city. So as you're coming in, there's like guards at the gate that you, that are like, they see you carrying an unconscious, beaten and bloodied man. And then, whoa there. And you see they immediately like call for couple more guards show up. What's going on here?
We were attacked by a wizard. All the information is in this letter.
They takes it and they seem to recognize Shinebright's name, and they say, oh my, all right, well, here, turn him. Is he still alive?
Yes.
Yep.
They say, well, here, turn him over, and you see a couple of the guards come over and like take him from you and kind of like shake him a little bit to see if he wakes up, and he's still out. And usually they kind of usher him into the city. They say, well, we will be checking with Mr. Shinebright. Where can we find you if we need to ask questions?
Oh, that's good.
Around.
Are we just staying at that inn
No,
we were at
yeah, we're
before?
gonna stay
Sure.
there.
Second
It
chance?
was called
Second
yeah,
chance.
the second.
Second chance. We'll be staying at the Second Chance Inn for at least tonight.
They kind of know. You see one of them takes like a little scratch pad and is trying to like and is writing it down. And he will take your names, each of your names. Do any of you give him a false name, or do you all just kind of give your actual names?
Lincoln tells him.
I don't
Lincoln
plan on
Verdan.
doing anything bad. So
Ooh,
just my name.
Wilder's going to say my name is Peter.
Write down.
Peter the Tiefling.
Mhm.
No, Peter the not tiefling. You were there, Medi.
No,
Come on.
no, because they won't know he's not a tiefling.
No. But it's
I
what
like
you
to
know.
imagine we're having this conversation directly in front of him.
So
I am not about to chance it, so I will also give a false name, in case these people have me on record.
okay, what name do you give?
Delight.
Delight.
The light.
He looks at you. He's like, "Is that the name you were given when you were born?"
Well, you could find out how delightful I am by yourself, officer.
Give me a persuasion check or performance. I guess either way.
I think they're the same. They are the same. Let's go persuasion. 16.
Hi. He says, "Well, he kind of looks a little nervous. He's like, I'm I'm off at sundown. If you want to come by the gate again."
Anyway, moving on to like we have
My
a busy
name's
schedule to
Riptide.
keep, so we should really keep it moving. Sorry to trouble you, officer, but we're gonna keep going.
Yes. Yeah. We will make sure you don't get yourself into any other trouble.
We'll try not to.
I tell him my name's
Make sure
Chuck.
you keep.
Oh.
Okay. They
Devin
write
said?
Devin. Say again?
Devin said. Which Devin? One of them said Peter, the other one said Chuck.
Okay, Chuck.
Okay. Huntar is Chuck. Damalia is Delight. Wilder is Peter. Everybody else is
Jackson, they give them a fake name.
No, I was gonna say Riptide, but I'll just say Jackson.
Okay.
I tell them knock mill.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell them my last name instead of my first name. My very strange last name.
Okay.
Eat
So
'em?
yeah, you guys yeah, you return there and
So
Did
I
you
just-
use
I
the
get-
jello snipe?
we need
I want-
rooms.
Finally.
I still want to head out and
Welcome back, Gee.
Yeah,
head to a
we need
shop at
to.
some point.
Yeah, we need to shop, but we need the rooms so that we can put our shopping in the rooms.
You
So
are
It'll
right.
depend on how cost effective we want to be and how many inns the tavern has.
I would like to stay in a bed.
yes,
That's all
I
I
agree.
I don't really need a bed.
This
I could stay in his bed too.
Heyo.
that
I
will
think
save
you
us
have
some
plans
money.
for later, Delight. Around sundown, did I hear correctly?
I didn't think you were the jealous type.
I'm not.
Ooh, drama.
He's
I am
too
so
good for
tired.
us.
I'd prefer
yeah, you
not
guys
a
you
bed.
guys are definitely super
You said
tired. at
not a
this point.
bed.
Yeah, they're too
Yeah, I am-
soft.
I am tired as
Like-
I am out of spells.
Do you want
I'll
my
have to
shield
stuff
as
you
a
out with
pillow?
rocks.
Made of wood.
No, I got my hammock and like my bedroll and shit. I'm fine with that. So I don't like need a bed. They're too soft, too comfortable.
The
Are you
the
sure the
nest
shield was a
chuck
tree?
the nest Chuck is making in
In
the
that
back of his hood
case-
is like soft enough for him.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys head back to the second chance. He has 2 rooms. They're not being used. He says that's all I got available at the moment. If you want more rooms, you'll have to head to the North Call. They have more.
I
the room-
call.
3 to
again?
4 split. Yes.
How many beds are there a room?
He says there's 1.
Wolf.
He says but we have a couple of cots we could set up to
I call
help.
Oh
bed.
no, I'm sure we can share.
I call bed.
I don't need a
There are
bed.
no
They are
dibs.
very comfortable. Only it'll be 2 silver pieces per room for the night.
Do the rooms have balconies?
He says no, they do have windows.
That'll do.
Hunter's
I'm
gonna
going-
fall asleep on the windowsill.
No, I'm gonna string a hammock between the 2 windows.
Nice.
We're gonna get like halfway through the night. We're gonna get like the Left 4 Dead alert when like an ally is dangling from a cliff. Like, just hear Hunter screaming.
Dear leader of ours, how are the rooms going to be split?
Why are you?
Everyone
Why do
just
I have to
turns
decide
to
that?
him.
Why do
Yeah.
I have to decide that? Hold on.
Because I feel like it wouldn't be fair if I decided and you wouldn't like it. You would not like it.
I don't know what the rest of you are gonna do. I can take a cot if other people want the beds. I don't mind.
I can
I
take a
think
cot
they're
as
saying
well.
as far as there's 2 rooms, so who's in which room?
Oh, we're splitting the rooms.
Mhm.
Yeah, because there's only 2 rooms.
My only requirement is that Jackson and Damalia are in separate rooms because you two
Thank you.
Aww, what a killjoy.
catty.
Thank you.
Can I make a request?
Sure.
Lincoln and Damalia have to be in the same room.
Oh, I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that request.
Yes.
Medi.
I also need to be in a room with Vintash and Huntar.
Well, I'm
So
sleeping
that's
in a
one room
window,
decided.
so
Well, I'll be near the window, I guess. I just
Well, Huntar's not in a
Alright.
room. Huntar's
Yeah.
outside of both.
oh.
All right, so we
So-
got Balda, Jackson, and Vintash in one room, Damalia, Lincoln, and Medi in the other, and I get the windows.
Sure, that
Why,
works.
why am I putting in the fucking ship room?
I'm going up to the room. I'm just going to a room.
Waiting at this point.
You have something against me, Betty.
Is
I would
it
have thought
2
you would
silver
mind.
per person, by the way? Or
Per
is it
room.
just
Oh,
2
2 silver
silver
per
per
room.
room?
Each room.
Per room. Okay.
Per room, yeah.
Medi just gonna have to like
I'll
shut
cover the
down in the
rooms.
corner while whatever happens between
job,
Damalia and Lincoln happens.
Don't leave me alone in here.
Oh, that's rude.
Lincoln's gonna
that,
get a
wasn't,
cot.
that wasn't in character.
Lincoln's gonna get a cot and wake up in the bed.
Oh God.
No, unexpectedly, he's gonna wake up in Medi's arms.
I'm gonna somehow end up in the hammock, like confused.
We've all actually swapped rooms somehow.
I just.
I need a break.
on the roof.
So
Look,
yeah,
I got an
you
extra hammock if you just want.
Okay, so you guys split up as you do. So why don't we have one room here in this triangle and the other room over here? So that way you can kind of.
Oh, that's a weird window angle.
It's actually a skylight.
Yeah,
He's sleeping in the
fucking
center of the
skylight.
tavern.
There's like an
Pretty
atrium in the center of the building. It's not on the map, but it's there. Trust me.
No, he's actually just like sleeping on like the chandelier in the center.
This 13 here is actually the sunroof.
It's in the ship
it's actually-
room 13.
It actually
We
looks
sleep
more
on a
like
fucking fire
as you,
escape.
so what it is actually you see the these corners of the building. We'll say this. So you see this corner and this corner. They're actually cut into it. So like a diamond, instead of going right to the corners, they come like this. But then there's a cut into it, and you can see on if you were on the outside, you just see one big window that goes across those corner parts. And inside, it's basically just your window is kind of like half and ends at a wall, and then the other half is on the other room. So it's like one big window, but it is split between two rooms. So you can kind of
for
like,
privacy or anything, huh?
so literally like you could like, if you were in the rooms, you could just kind of stick your head out, and then the other person would be like, and you're literally like this far away, you know, if you're at the wall part.
So Wilder's gonna go to the bed and then he's going to cast what is it gonna be? I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation, but he's gonna make like a whole elaborate thing looking like he's like making an alarm around the bed.
Okay.
And then with Prestidigitation, he's going to make it like a red dot in the middle. He's going to say, I have protected this bed. So if anybody else besides me gets on it, you'll catch on flames. Just so you know. So make
Wow.
sure.
Huntar sits on the bed.
I'm going
Shut
to
up
tell
on the
you
bed.
this as your friend. I don't care. Good night. And Jackson will just turn over facing the wall.
They do bring
You'll
up
see
one
Vintash
cot
is like-
each for each of the rooms. So in the room, there's the bed, there's a cot, and then either sharing the big bed or the floor as far as how people are sleeping.
I think I'll take the cot in our room.
The cot will not support Medi.
I will take the cot anyway. No, I will take
Oh,
it
no.
anyway. You don't understand, Jules. If I can't sleep in it, I will just take it.
Are you traitor?
Come on, Lincoln. I'm trying to be a good wingman here.
What is a wingman?
You'll find out when you're older.
Stream, I'm really sorry.
Yep.
Sorry.
It's D&D.
hmm
Jackson and Vintash, you guys see Wilder doing this whole routine with the bed.
Yeah, I'm already on the cot facing the wall trying to go to Happy Land.
And I'm just taking out my alchemy set, my tattoo set, and just like getting all the ingredients I got from that travel, and I start like grinding the tooth and everything.
Okay. All right, so Vintash, yeah, you spent some time working on your tools, and then Wilder sleeps comfortably on the bed. Jackson, it doesn't take you too long. You've gotten used to sleeping in awkward positions as far as being on the boats and things like that. This is you're easily able to accustom to this cot, and you're out pretty quickly. Medi, Medi, you get into the cot and you hear as you're getting into it, you have to get into it slowly as you just hear and you just like you kind of get, it's like one of those things where you're like, once you're in it, you're afraid to move too much because you
Hear creak.
so
I hear a little bit of a snap somewhere, and I'm just like,
If it fits, he sits.
if I fits, I sits.
and so
Medi, are you going to be comfortable?
and once you kind of get into position, you kind of like lock yourself into a position so you don't move at all, and
Yes.
you're just very still.
I feel like this is
Lincoln
going
and
to
Wong.
good.
He'll be fine. He's made of tougher stuff than you and I.
True. I'm more worried for the
You two need the comfier bed anyway.
I could
I'm
just
sure
sit
the-
on the floor.
Oh, nonsense. We've had a very, very long, exhausting trip. I'm sure the bed would suit you just fine.
So I grab my sleeping bag.
Motherfucker!
I just lay it on the other side of the bed. Good night, Damalia.
Well thought. Good night.
I'm sorry, Damalia, I tried.
It's alright, we'll get him next time.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend some time trying to like train Chuck and bond with him.
Okay.
In
Give
the
me-
Teach
hammock.
him like maneuvering like around my shoulders and shit without, killing himself and or me.
Give me a animal handling check then to see.
Amazing.
Yeah, you seem to be doing okay. I mean, it's it's going to take some time, but you're starting to get very much the very ceilings of the the Pavlovian. Do this, get treat. Do this, do this. Get treat, and it starts to kind of recognize it.
And then before we go to bed, I give him a good berry.
Okay.
I think you're gonna give him a good night kiss.
Is it nighttime already?
Well, that too, of course.
But
That's
I
a
guess
lot.
so.
this is if you're for any of you who watch Critical Role season 2 and know of Jester's Nugget, the little
Yes.
ferret, Huntar and Chuck, it's not going to work the same way. I'm not going to be as lenient as Mr. Mercer about letting Nugget survive all sorts of cataclysms. By
Oh,
being
you talk about
in there.
Sprinkles.
Yeah, Nugget was the dog.
Nugget's the dog. That's right. Sprinkles.
Sprinkles is the weasel.
Yeah, you definitely won't be lenient because Daisy died in my.
When in doubt, remember Daisy.
Yeah.
Something to keep in mind.
You just hear Medi weeping in his butt.
Also, I'm not sure what you're rolling on, but or what you're sending me.
Yeah.
You'll have to message me in the Discord. Just what you're doing.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow! What amazing portents!
Well, that's actually great though, because
It is, but, like, what are the odds?
Lincoln will spend. I rolled a 2. So Lincoln will spend an hour at some point before he goes to sleep trying to read the stupid book that we found on the beach. Like the Guide to Flirting book.
Oh.
Oh no! My dream.
Give me an insight check.
Son of a bitch, he's onto me.
Can we get like a perception check or something?
He has no fucking clue.
I'm in the clear.
And it is even the basics. The opening chapter is revelatory.
He's like, "What's your
Wait.
sign? Do they mean like stop or?"
What is a sign? What?
Wait, you have to talk to women? What?
If I met them at a tavern, how do I know that they know my friend? What does this mean?
What does thicker than a bowl of oatmeal even mean?
You do, as you look at the table of contents, you do see that there is a like one of the chapters. It says, "What to do if she asks you to her room," and you look at
No.
you look at it really quickly, and it just has 3 words written on the page. Just say yes. And then it elaborates on the next pages.
But what if I'm not tired?
I'm not even tired. What?
So,
That's not where I drink my tea
Drink
at. You shouldn't eat
coffee.
in your
Why
room.
would I go up for a cup of coffee?
so, unless anybody else is doing anything,
It's just my ritual.
Just weeping over Daisy.
Lamenting how I ended up with these people.
okay, Guy, I see what you're talking about.
I
Thank
might
you.
go see that guard man. I'm not sure. How hot was he?
Every like 7 minutes, you just hear a confused noise from Lincoln.
What?
Does it sound much like the Tim the Toolman?
Just like, what? Huh?
Lincoln, if
No,
it's that rough on the floor, we can still share. The offer is open. I cannot sleep very well over all your moaning, and I'm not even causing it.
Just stick his head in the window. For the love of God, do not do anything like
I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm trying to read this book.
Damalia. Stop. Some of us are trying to sleep out here.
You see Vintash like poke his head out the window. Hunter, what's going on over there?
But go back to bed.
What are you
I'm
people
still not
doing?
sleeping.
I am trying to sleep. But the
Are we in the
Damalia
fucking
can't-
circus?
Fuck this. I'm gonna
Shut
get
the
a drink.
hell up!
Vintash goes down for a drink.
Animals!
Oh boy. All right. Then. So, unless anything else,
I closed the window.
Medi when Huntar pokes his head in, Medi turns to look at Huntar and the bed snaps.
Oh yeah, he just goes on like a fucking 45-degree angle.
You just
you're downstairs and you just hear a loud thud from upstairs, and you're like, you just continue drinking.
Yep. Not my problem. Not my problem. I did what I had to do already, and not my problem.
Give me a perception check as you're down there.
I'm never good at these. Yep.
Yeah, you see, there's a couple people in the bar as you're drinking later in the evening, but nothing anything noticeable or anything of consequence.
Once here, like things are quieted down upstairs, then I will go back and fall
Mhm.
asleep.
Yep. Okay. Very good. So you guys, the night passes. You are able to take a long rest and recover from your wounds and injuries, and expended resources.
My lost brain cells will never return, though.
Won't they?
No.
Look, they're replacing more valuable information now.
In the morning, Huntar, you nearly fall out of your hammock that you've created as you are startled awake as flying within feet of you, you see what appears to be a teenage boy wearing kind of like this little beret kind of cap and a very colorful vest, and has like this big kind of satchel, and he's comes shooting by in the air riding a flying carpet as he's just he comes shooting right by around the corner, and you have to like catch yourself from falling out of it as you suddenly are startled by this, and you see he just flies off into the air. As you kind of look up, you see as it's kind of early morning, like in the like 7 or 8 in the morning, and you see there are actually several of these flying carpets that are flying around the city, and you see as you kind of take a look, they appear to be like messengers sending messages around the city and delivering them as you kind of wake up to this rude awakening here.
As he flies by, Hunter just screams, "Hey, I'm trying to sleep here!" God, I hate the city.
This never happened in the
That's
middle of the
just
fucking woods.
just saying normal shit.
This never happened on the boat.
He just turns and You see, he turns real quick and says, "Sorry," and then he has to readjust real quickly so he doesn't slam into a building and then like flies off.
I thought he was gonna give him the middle finger, so that's an improvement.
Can't they just like fly above the building?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're a
Nah,
teenager and
traffic
you're on a
laws.
flying carpet, wouldn't
True.
you try and Death Star trench run it?
No, but I get why other people would.
So, I mean, you do see like I said, Hunter sees most of them are flying above the city and flying around. This
No,
one,
I want it to be like that. You know that the video of that one like road in like India where all the cars are just driving nonstop. Fucking like there's like the 30 like roads like intersecting and they're all just fucking driving somehow.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's like India or China or something. God damn.
So, yep. So you guys wake up, Medi. You wake up, and find yourself you are on the floor, but really didn't matter too much. You were comfortable either way.
My back hurts slightly.
Yeah, a little bit as you kind of you didn't bother getting up because you didn't want to like get involved. So you just kind of stayed there on top of all the cot pieces that were just underneath you.
Oh.
Yeah, and the rest of you also they wake up about the same time as you hear kind of like a little bit of banging coming from the window as Huntar kind of readjusts and knocks against the window a bit.
So they wake up because they hear me shuffling the cot into like the closet so nobody finds out.
Probably.
It's not gonna be our problem anymore by the time they find it. Come on.
Wait, is Medi the one that has the goggles of dwarven kind?
No, it's me.
No.
Oh, it's do you have a beard yet?
You know what? Well, might
Oh,
as well
good
try.
question.
As he wakes,
Wait, doesn't Vintash already have?
No.
Damn.
Jackson will just turn over and say to everyone, "We really need to split those two up when they sleep."
Which two? The
All I
Well-
heard was shouting coming from their room.
I mean, that sounded like a fun time then.
It wasn't.
If it wakes me up, it's not fun.
That is true. That is true. I did not have a restful sleep, and he cast mage armor on himself. But we should probably convene downstairs with some nice, delicious breakfast and talk about quests.
Some eggs, perhaps.
No,
An omelet maybe?
I do eggs. Not part of the environment.
You're an
What?
interesting.
That's
you're
the
an
that's the
interesting
wrong
person.
characteristic to call.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask, why call
I'll
to
see
have
you
us?
downstairs.
Why are you called to have who?
Like you stay
bye,
with us.
Jackson.
Bye, Jackson.
I wanted to talk to you, Vintash, about some things. Kid, you can go. So
Thanks for your permission. As he's already halfway out the door.
Was there really need to say that, Wilder?
I just wanted to know. Okay, so I noticed some bit of tension with you and that mage that we were encountering, and
Maybe.
wondering about some things. Just how you feel about those types.
Well, it depends. What types are we talking about here?
Mainly wizards and other spell slinging folk.
Well, they tend to be pricks, and they don't want to have anything to do with me. Therefore, I try my best not to have anything to do with them.
Okay. You see, I now have more opportunities that I didn't have before. So I think if you're good with harming such people, if you know what I mean, maybe in the near future you can help me with a sort of problem I have.
How much we're talking about here? And you see him like starts going to like nearest chair and like, how much we talking about here?
See, that's the thing. don't have the funds at the moment.
No.
But-
We don't need to talk about funds. How much fun are we gonna have here?
Oh, lots
in.
and lots.
Good, Father. So, what's the deal here? Of course, just between me and you.
To me and you,
Mhm.
I have a sort of. Well, all of this will be moot if I don't get this wand working. But I have a sort of patron that needs to be taken care of.
More details you want to give me, the better it'll be. But I understand. At this point in time, we're
What-
partners.
Just once this wand situation
Mhm.
gets
Don't worry, Wilder.
done.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The
Just
wilder
keep-
mystery of what the fuck is your class continues. We thought it
I
was
understand.
over, but it keeps going.
He's a
By the way,
wizard.
it
Look.
wouldn't happen to be a transportation it's at least the son of a transportation grandson of a transportation wizard. Would he?
I actually have no idea. He might.
Okay.
Uh,
Or transportation wizards in general? No.
You would know. Fwendel, or the wizard, if you're talking about him. Sorry, the wizard you're talking about. Sorry.
Sorry, can you say that name one more time for my notes?
Yeah, the wizard I think you're talking about would be an abjuration wizard.
Okay. He seems there's two, but one of them is an abjuration wizard.
Oh, okay.
The other one you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's fine. I mean, still gonna be a lot of fun. So, do I use Jimmy or Johnny on him? Or her? Jimmy.
We'll call him Jimmy. I like Jimmy. And that's all we're gonna say. I think the other people are getting.
No. I take up my two clubs, one with spikes and one without. I'm like, are we using Jimmy or Johnny?
Vintash, you get to choose. Now, let's get some breakfast. I think we should try to keep it all, normal like.
Okay.
You guys hear a knock on the window. Hey, you two done yet? I'm sick of being out here. Want to come inside now?
Oh,
I put the club in the his pocket.
Huntar, why are you still out here?
Well, I couldn't go in through you guys.
Yes, you can.
No, Huntar, come in here, Huntar. We need to talk.
Damalia would start
mine is
stripping
twice
down
the
the
fun.
stage. So, like,
I'll
I'm
be
not
there.
what's that noise.
That was somewhat the point of what I was trying to do.
So, how was the sleep outside, Hunter?
Very good. I did not enjoy sleeping on that boat.
Nope.
No.
Wasn't comfortable.
You're
There's some snot-nosed brat though that's flying his carpet too close to the building. So what the fuck did I just say? God, I hate the city.
What you want to do
I
is just
agree.
take your arm out and make sure he hit him in the neck while he's flying by. Perfect. That's what I did.
That's called murder.
You do see. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I understand Huntar, but Vintash, why?
Well, sometimes you don't want them stealing your laundry as you're hanging them outside.
So, Hunter,
All
you
right,
will see as
breakfast.
you're coming back in, and you're pointing out, you do see another one of these messengers seems to be coming in, but it seems to be coming in and landing right outside of the building, and you're kind of like you point at him like kind of an example, and you see he lands and the carpet kind of lands and rolls up, and you see the boy gets out and walks inside the building. As the rest of you guys are down there, you guys you head down and you begin to gather. You start having breakfast as they serve it. As Bram, the owner, kind of comes over and serves you guys. Why is it? I think okay. Wondering what's going on there. And you see the messenger kind of goes up to the bar, and then he asks. He seems to be asking a question, and then he points in your direction. Ram will point in your guys' direction. The messenger will come up over to Vintash, and he will. He says, "Excuse me, are you Vintash?"
Depends who's speaking.
He says,
Who's
I
asking?
have a message for you," and he kind of like starts digging in his satchel. He says, "It is from Captain Patrona."
You've just been served. Your court date is December 15th.
Mm-hmm.
He says,
We heard you talking treason that you were going to steal from the military.
Leave. And he flips him a coin.
he
It's
says,
like a
"Thank
copper
you,
piece.
sir." Okay, and he takes it and he runs outside and then jumps
I
back.
open it.
You see what appears to be a wanted
just dick
poster.
What was that?
You see what appears to be a wanted poster.
Damn, that was quick.
Huh.
No, it's not of him. It's of the thief.
Oh, isn't that the-
It's the Kenku.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the one that we were gonna go after.
The one
Yeah,
over
pardon me, I
by
was not in
it's
the
like
roll
north
20.
of Careball.
Yeah.
Look at his little
Yeah.
pants. Oh, that's cute.
So it says wanted on it, and then you'll see on the back it's going to say Cochran Jones theft from grand larceny, and we'll say wanted alive. It says known to have a penchant for sunflower seeds. Last seen north of Careball.
I think that's racist.
Possibly.
Well, now we know if we do take this job, at least we know what he looks like.
Oh,
Why
wait,
would
I have a
they-
way of figuring out if that's racist. Hey, Jackson, do you think all Kenku like sunflower seeds?
You look like you're in so much pain.
It's like a mixture of murder and sadness. It's great.
No? Okay, then it's not racist.
I'm so tired.
You
What's
should try
wrong,
out this
kid? What's
coffee
wrong?
invention. It's very popular up in the West. I think up in the West.
I don't want to drink any liquid that you're anywhere near. Out of fear for my life.
It's because she's a tiefling, huh?
On that
Yeah,
note,
Jackson, how about you tell us all?
All right, that's enough, everyone.
Wait, oh,
one
well,
cake, please.
we should.
What'd you ask for, Vintash?
One keg.
It's brick. Okay. A whole keg.
If this is how Vintash needs to warm up to be his normal punchy teddy bear self, then I'm all for it.
A whole
It's
keg.
gonna hurt. I think he could drink it. Look at him. The man's giant.
So you a whole keg. He says, "I'll bring over my biggest glass, though." And
Bring him a bucket.
What's with you and me drinking?
he does. He doesn't come over with a bucket, but he does come over with what appears to be like
A boot?
It appears to be like a long, tall boot, wooden boot, and it is about 1.5 feet, 2 feet tall. It's kind of like and he hands it over to you. He's like, this is well, we have some of the guys occasionally like to challenge to see who can chug the entire thing without taking a breath or stopping. This is the
That's
biggest thing I
glorious.
got.
Perfect. They could help me drown out Damalia's and Jackson's. Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even do anything last
Wanna
night.
watch the air pocket on that?
Mhm. I just take
If they did
6.
anything last night, I would have probably known about it.
So
Yes, I guess you would have, huh? You were only like 5 feet from the bed.
Yes, I would have. And I would not have liked to be in the room during it.
I don't mind an audience.
Like you just.
So what are our plans for today?
We need to do some
Shopping.
shopping, and then we should pick where we want to go first. There's Mithel, which is pretty close, and then we have Carabal. Those are the two. The Carabal is like the time limit one. Mithal is not time limit, but it's close.
I
And
think
then
we
Those are
should.
that haunted
That's the
Every maniac.
mythal.
Oh, that's
Mother-
mythal.
I think
I
we
know.
should deal with this guy first. He's got to tap the
Yes.
poster.
Mhm.
Yeah. There is
Alright.
time limit, yes.
From
It is
my
time.
limited experience, there's usually a lot of money in bringing criminals to justice.
Sounds good to me. Medi,
Yeah.
come shopping with me.
All right.
Did you
I
forget
just
his name?
Wilder just is like, eeny, meeny, miny, you.
Oh, robot man.
Okay, so you guys.
Right,
have
I
I was gonna offer
breakfast.
going anyway because we both need some of the same components.
So I need to get one of those imp's asshole things.
Same.
An
It's
imp
called an imp's pocket.
Definitely pocket. The
Yeah,
the
I need to get
ambassador
one of
is
those
a much
prison
more niche item.
pockets.
You're probably not going to want to confuse that too often.
You're confusing the imp's pocket with nature's pocket.
So I need to get one of those. What was it called? A prison pocket?
I need to pick up
So
some arrows if somebody wants to come to me for that.
I could use some crossbow bolts.
Wonderful,
by
we'll
the
go
way,
together.
it's going to be 10 copper pieces each for the breakfast.
Oh, easy
And
peasy.
I didn't-
Vintash, it'll be 20 silver for all the drinks and everything, including
10 copper
your-
pieces
including
from
your-
me.
I don't
So-
eat, so I don't need to pay the copper.
And then
I
you
need to
guys
go
kind of break
Stock
back
up on
out
some
to
daggers.
how much was it?
Dagger?
What?
20
Dagger.
silver pieces for you.
Oh, daggers.
For me or for everyone?
No, just for you. Just for you. Everybody else 10 copper just for the meal. and
Alright,
the-
sounds good.
and the drink.
Jackson, I do owe you a dagger. If you want money.
Keep it.
I don't. I gave it to the noble. Remember?
I forgot about that. I'm surprised you can use a dagger.
Well, he is supposed to be, what, a poacher? Hunter?
Supposedly he's
Aye.
better with a rapier. But
That I believe.
I think it's what we call compensating. But he's a fine man, well enough.
don't you use a rapier? Okay.
Are you guys?
Do you think I'm
breaking up into
compensated?
different- Are you guys breaking up into different groups to go shopping, or are you going all together?
Probably be best to break up.
So
I
we
would
can
be
get everything
going
done
my
faster.
Okay.
Damalia, it's probably best to
So
be break.
we're, I guess, Wilder. Since you were first to call a shopping buddy, where are you headed off to? Where are you, and who's coming with Wilder? Well, I'll say where you. I guess I'll ask where you're heading off to first.
I need to get some incense, herbs, and a copper cauldron.
I do too.
Okay. So, so like a magic shop, kind of, or magic and things you might need. Components.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Wilder, if you find the book, mind buying it for me?
Sure, I'll get you a book.
Yeah.
Oh no, the book session begins again.
No. No, being seriously. Like, yeah, or some. You know what? If you have any spare components, yeah, I'll pay you back for them.
All right, sure. I don't plan on using too many spells anymore after this, so we'll see.
Okay. All right. So you, Wilder and Wilder and Medi. Is anybody going with them to go to magic shops?
I mean, I need an imp's pocket, so I don't know if a typical magic shop would have that.
Typical magic shop would have that. That's not too
Maybe.
uncommon.
Yeah, I'd be going
Maybe a
with them.
bag of holding if it's not super expensive.
Okay. Well, I mean, as far as what you'll find as far as going and just trying to gather who's going where. So, Wilder and Medi, if you guys are going together, and is Huntar, are you going with them or no? Yeah. Okay. So each of you, one of you can give me an investigation check with advantage, or all of you can just give me investigation checks to kind of try and gather where you would find one.
I can do it.
Okay, Wilder, you find that there are the two primary shops that most people go to is there's one that's Madame Ortho's Oddities, and they say that they sell a lot of trinkets and things like that there, but they do have some more traditional magic items as far as like if you're looking for those kinds of things. The other one that they tell you that a lot of people go to is, especially if you're looking for more components, is Aldafris and Urshwas oils and elixirs. And they sell a lot of different oils, elixirs, potions, components, things like that.
I will go to the second one.
Okay, so that it would be number 5 on the map. So that is way over here. So way over here. Okay, and then who else? Jackson, you are going off somewhere else. You said.
Yeah.
Where are you heading for?
A
Armor,
weapon
I
shop
think.
so I can stock up some more
Blacksmith.
daggers.
Okay.
We're gonna end up walking in behind Jackson.
I think we could probably just go ahead with going to a Fletchery. See if we can run more
you would actually, Jackson, you would know that all the rage, the place you just were, where you got the clothes, would probably be the easiest place.
For weapons?
Yeah, he's got battle axes and armor and daggers and stuff.
Damn!
Like that.
It's
What
called
the hell?
All the Rage for a reason.
Alright,
They got
go
all
ahead
of
there.
it.
Yeah. There's also the other place is Mygar's Anvil, and that is they also sell weapons there, and then and armor and blacksmithing, and that's more just a general focus. That would be number 10 on the map, so that's a bit south of where you are, over here. So either of those places.
All the rage
Is anybody going with Jackson?
I'm gonna go to the anvil, but
Okay.
I'll see what Damalia is doing and Lincoln are doing.
We're looking for
Damalia and
ammo.
Lincoln.
Mm.
So yeah, you would go to All the Rage or Mygar's Anvil would probably, or you could probably go to, for if you're looking for like arrows and stuff, just a general store. So that would be 8 is the most common one. That one is the Adventurer's Emporium, and then or the other one is number 7, which is the Transport Tube.
I don't think I want to go to the tube. Do you want to go to the tube? I'd rather go to
Let's
the
go to the
Emporium.
tube.
Oh, we're going to the tube? Okay, to the tube.
I'm very curious about the tube.
That's number 7. Okay.
Huh. I slapped Lincoln on the back and give him a thumbs up and I head out.
Why does
Where are you
doing that?
heading off to then, Vintar?
I'm going to the anvil.
Okay. All right.
He's just trying to be supportive, darling.
Okay,
It's
so
not like we're going on a dangerous mission. We're just getting ammo.
so we'll Lincoln, let me go ahead and have you catch up with Damalia here. So Jackson, we'll just stay with you real quick since we're right here as far as where we're looking. So yeah, you walk back in and you see Vincent there. He comes in. He sees. Are you wearing the new clothes that he?
Yeah, I would be still.
He comes in. He's like, "My goodness, you are looking so amazing. I knew they would look perfect on you. Welcome back. What can I do for you?"
This is, first off, my thanks for this recommendation. It feels nice to move around in.
Very good, I'm glad.
But talking business, I'm looking for some daggers. I seem to have lost my last few.
Of course, we have plenty of daggers. And he shows you around, and he shows you there is a collection of all kinds of different daggers of different sizes. Some are bordering on swords as far as being really long, and some aren't really too much like the double-sided like dirk or whatever dagger that you would see. Some of them look more like just traditional knives. He just has this whole range of them there, and he's like, well, depending on what you're looking for. I mean, if you're looking for this, and he holds up more of a traditional dagger that's a little bit smaller. He's like, this is good for more close quarters. You don't have a lot of room to move around. You want to stick and stab really quickly. And he says, then he gets one of the other ones, a big knife. He's like, if you're looking for one of these, this is one that's good if you want to take down a boar with your bare hands and eat its heart.
Why would you
Unfortunately,
do that?
I'm
Oh,
looking
wow.
for something more suited for throwing. I like to keep my distance when possible.
I love him.
Very good. You see, he kind of pulls out from the counter. He pulls out what appears to be this leather kind of wrapped thing, and he kind of just unrolls it, and you see what appears to be a set of 10 like throwing daggers, just all in there. And he takes each one out and he hands it to you. He kind of hands it where they're lying on his fingers, and you can see very well balanced. And he hands it to you. You can see.
That's all.
How much would 4 of these run me?
Let's see here. How much does?
I think a dagger's like a gold, isn't it?
I think it's a good
A dagger is
sword.
2 gold. Normally a dagger is 2 gold. He's going to say, well, since these are throwing, these are a little bit smaller than your traditional dagger. He says they're a gold piece each, or 8 for the entire set, for 10.
I'll just take the 4 for now,
Okay.
and I'll give him 4 gold.
Okay. Yeah. So he will hand you 4 of those.
And you happen to stock hand crossbows?
He's going to say, that is not quite my style. I prefer something that you can, when you hit somebody with it, you can look them right in the eye and see their soul leave them.
Mm.
I
Very
love
well.
him.
This is an intense man.
Mm-hmm.
It's life to the fullest in every regard.
Apparently.
So he says, he says that you will find it, probably the Adventures Emporium or something like that. They sell more regular items, or even says Mygars might have some.
Very well. Regardless, thank you for your assistance with both the clothing and this. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Okay. All right. All right. Very good. Give me a perception check, Jackson.
Got it. Nope, that's a 7.
Okay.
Do I get advantage because I'm stylish?
You don't see any there, but if you don't see what you're looking for there, if you want to give me what's your passive perception?
My passive is 13.
Okay, so if you're going to be doing more of an active one, you can also do that. I'll give me another perception as you leave, but otherwise, I'll note that.
19.
Okay. Okay. Very good. So, and I'll get back to you on that, Jackson. So Vintash, you head over to Mygar's Anvil. You see inside it appears to be more of a traditional kind of blacksmith shop and weapon shop. As you see, you hear this. You come close, you can hear the clanging of iron, of steel, and hammer. And as you come in, you see there is a dwarf. And he's got his like leathers on, and he seems to be hammering out a new weapon. And you see there are racks, like essentially like those kind of horseshoe racks, but taller, wherein all the weapons are just kind of hanging from there. As he's got rows of weapons of different kinds, and then you see like little the little T stands where they have armor sitting on it. Mm-hmm.
Well, hello there.
He kind of finishes up, and he starts to puts what appears to be a sword back into the forge to kind of heat up. In between, he kind of raises his mask. Hello, welcome. Is there anything you're looking for?
More like a little custom work, if you don't mind. And I take out my gauntlets and I was wondering if you can repair these. They took quite a bit of a hit.
He takes a look at him.
Yes.
He looks at him. He's like, I could fix these. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. Might be, how quickly do you need them?
I mean, they offer some protection for me, and I look at my hands, and they're pretty bruised up and scratched up. So, but on the list.
He says, you're looking to get into a fight quickly, or can you hold off for a day or two?
I can hold off for a day or two. Speaking of which, and I take out my dragon scale. Can you make this into a shield that can, I don't have to waste a good amount of time putting on? Can I just quickly attach it and take it off? Out of character, free action.
He takes a look at it. He says, yeah, I think I could do that. That shouldn't be too hard. I have a couple ideas. Where'd you get this beauty? As he's kind of holding the dragon scale and looking at it.
Found it along the way, and I got lucky.
I feel like this was the equivalent of Captain America just coming in like, hey, can I get new gloves? Also, look at this shield.
Look at this possible shield.
This really cool thing that's worth a lot of money that's actually important. Also, can you fix these?
He's like, yo, I got this huge chunk of vibranium. Can you help?
He's going to he says, well, normally I charge maybe about 10 gold for a shield like this, but he says, but I'm really just kind of refining it, adding some straps to it. Probably do it for about 8 gold.
8 gold?
Yeah, and the
With the
repair
gauntlets or
job on
without the
your-
gauntlets?
Says, and the repair job on the brace on the gauntlets, why don't we call it an even 12 gold pieces for the work, for all the work.
I gave him gold 12 pieces.
Okay. He says, all right, I'll have these ready for you by the morning.
And remember, I like to have them. I like to put it on quickly and take it off quickly.
He says, I got an idea.
Okay.
Okay.
It's also
Thanks.
a
So, let's go over to Damalia and Lincoln, the happy couple over here, as you guys
Poor Lincoln.
you guys head up to the transport tube. So you guys come up to what appears to be it's like you see there's a building there, and then there's a little outcropping from it, and it appears to just be kind of this separate stall. And you see a sign that that's hanging from there that's very clearly marked the transport tube. And you see what appears to be this kind of this steel pipe that just seems to come from the roof that is overhead, and it's about this large around, so it's about 6 inches to 6 to 10 inches in diameter. And you see it comes down, and then it's like this metal pipe, and then it's got a clear glass section in the middle, and then you see the pipe continues again, the metal pipe, into the ground. The part where it's the glass, you see there is you see there is an actual hinge to open the door, and there is a little small plaque on the metal just below it, and it says that place the gold, your payment, on the tube, and then pull the lever.
Isn't this charming?
What is this?
Well, it's all magic to me, but I guess we pick out what we want, we put down the acquired gold, and it teleports somewhere, I guess.
Could they not just have a store?
But Lincoln, that requires having people around, and to hire people, you need to hire money. And in our capitalist regime, who needs that?
It's like, what are you talking about? It doesn't say like you're a pirate.
Pirates are socialists. They're redistributing.
Yeah, we're not capitalists.
Sure.
They take from the rich.
We're just murderers. It's fine. Whole different breed.
Just murder. Right.
And they take from the rich and they quickly distribute to the poor. The bartenders, the women of the night,
The other pirates in the
other
crew.
pirates. Yes,
We're all
exactly.
poor.
Yeah. So yeah, you see that's all that it says. Is it just says place payment on in tube on. You see what appears to be like inside the little glass thing. You actually, now that you look at it, there appears to be like this little glass container that is just kind of sitting right there, right where the hinge opens up.
Oh, this is charming.
Place payment in tube, pull lever, and you see right next to the pipe on the bottom part, there is essentially just a lever that goes like that.
And everything we need
vending
is
machine.
yes,
That's all that it says.
There's no items. There's no prices of anything. It's just put gold into pull lever.
Essentially, or copper or silver. It just says place payment. So.
And we just, out of character, I'm just trying to wrap my head around this. So we put the money in and we pull the lever and it's dealt with, but we can't see anywhere to like actually like grab items or anything. Like, is there like a?
Yeah, you're not sure.
This is so weird.
You guys are just kind of standing there and like looking at this thing quizzically. You do see there is a. You do see. What's your passive perceptions?
Oh, not high.
Probably more
12.
than 4, but not 13.
13.
Hey.
Amalia?
I was a 12.
Okay. You do see there is. You see that there is a couple of kids that are kind of playing around in the street there, and they're kind of watching you, and you see them giggling, Lincoln, as you guys are standing there, kind of staring at this construction.
Me.
They're staring at both of you, and they kind of seem to be giggling as you guys seemed confused at this.
All right. Well, how much does a pack of crossbow bolts cost? Like 20
I'm pretty
for, like, a
sure.
gold or something.
Yeah, it's 20 gold for arrow and crossbow bolts.
All right. I'd like some crossbow bolts, and I'll put a gold in the thing and pull the lever.
Okay, let me see. You said crossbow bolts.
Yeah.
Let me just check. So make sure you got the right one. Where is that listed? Oh, it's under ammunition. Yeah. So it's 1 gold for 20. So you put just a single gold on there.
Yeah, I already have 22. I don't need a lot. So.
Okay. So as you put the gold on there and you kind of close the thing and you pull the lever, you see suddenly there's just this whoosh as this little container that there shoots downward, and it's gone. And you're waiting a second and you just hear, but you can hear there's just this of air, and then you see the air stops. You're kind of like, well, I just lost a gold piece, and then all of a sudden you see the wind kind of picks up again, and suddenly there is you hear the wind just, and then suddenly from the ceiling there's another tube that it hits the ground, and you see it's a little bit of a longer tube, and you see inside are 20 crossbow bolts.
Then we'll just look at Damalia like,
what sorcery is this?
I don't understand this. This is a wilder kind of thing. Take the crossbow bolts.
We should bring them back next time we're in need of arrows. Okay, let's see here. I'm not too sure how much individual arrows cost. You really just mostly buy them in stacks. Oh well, 21 arrows for a longbow, please. Placed out of gold, placed out of copper. Shoot it up.
Okay, well, so you pull the lever and the tube goes, it shoots down afterwards. Same thing, a moment later, you hear the wind stops, and it picks up again, and you see, as it comes shooting down, it hits again, and you see there is another tube, and it is a longer tube, as it has to, for the arrows are a bit longer, and you kind of have to, pull them out one at a time, because the glass door that opens is a little bit longer. You count out 20 arrows, and then you see what appears to be like a half-size arrow on the 21st arrow.
Defective.
All right.
As you think that you might have underpaid for the 21st arrow.
Well, maybe they should have said something instead of giving me garbage.
I could find a use for that.
What the hell am I going to do with this? It's far too short to fire with.
He puts it in a hand crossbow, or maybe throw it at someone, stab
Give
someone.
it to Wilder. I mean,
it's almost long enough to be like a crossbow bolt as far as the size. So.
No, I don't want
it. Damn and blast. Maybe I can make a fun little party trick out of this. Stick an arrow through my head or something. Oh.
So, then, yep. I mean, so you guys, that's what you get? I mean, anything else?
That's all I needed. Okay.
I really want a functioning arrow.
You wanted 20.
You got 20 functioning arrows. That's good enough.
I have 29 arrows in my inventory. I could have had 30.
And
we should buy. I was gonna say we should buy potions, but we're poor. I can't afford a potion.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Level 3. Right.
Next time.
Right? You guys aren't that poor. Right?
We have 5 platinum, so we can get 1
whole
potion.
True.
I have 29 gold and 6 platinum.
Do you think this place sells potions?
I wonder if we could send up an inquiry instead of gold.
Lincoln writes on a note, "Do you sell potions?" and puts the note in the tube and pulls the lever.
I mean, everyone has potions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't, because I wasn't in the group when you made those.
That's alright. Look at the next set.
You put it down, and then of course you wait a moment, and then the tube comes down, and you see as the tube comes down, you see your piece of paper on there, and then you see on the but you see as you kind of look at it, you're like, huh, and then you kind of flip it over, and you see on the back it appears to be a drawing of a potion.
I guess so.
All right, then
This
I'll
is
put the
precious.
5 platinum pieces in thing and pull the lever and throw away all my money.
Okay, yeah, you pull it down, and as it comes, as a moment later, you see it comes down, and you see what appears to be inside of the tube is a little bit of like what appears to be like cork on the bottom and on the top, and in between is. Have you seen those water bottles that are like the tall, thin water bottles with
Yeah.
the huge screw-off caps? You see what appears to be a healing potion come down, but it's shaped like one of those, and it's like
Oh,
the
that's-
cork seem to be
I
kind
love
of
it.
holding it in place.
I'll put in 5 platinum for that. What the hell?
Hey, honey.
Give me that.
Do you do
Oh,
the
that's
same?
adorable. Yes.
Okay.
I'll put on 5 platinum, get a healing potion. Hog.
Okay. Yeah.
Right,
sure
it's not
enough.
a.
Oh, I'm not allowed to say that. I'm
potion.
switching more shit. Sorry.
What? Okay, whatever.
So, yeah,
POG.
you
Wow.
put it down, and sure enough, yeah, the another one of these bottles comes shooting out a moment later.
Thank you.
You don't hear a response. You just close the door.
That's fine. If it makes them feel better, that's... I don't even need that, honestly. Well, I don't think we need anything else, but it's good to know we have this little, convenience store.
This is the strangest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I would rather go to a normal store.
You shouldn't fear technology, Lincoln.
This
It's
is
for the future.
what if you put your coins in and then pulled the lever and nothing came back? That was 5 platinum.
We have these water bottle things.
Thank God.
You guys are
They-
adorable. I just want
They
to say
could have
that.
sent us a picture of a potion again.
Yes, and then we'd have to, I don't know, go up the tube or something. I'm sure there's a way to figure out where it works. Point is, if we do ever get robbed, essentially, there are ways of dealing with that.
Just write a note. I'd like to speak to your manager and pull the
Speak
lever.
to the manager.
It just comes back down like drawing of an angry person, just, I am the manager.
Okay, Karen.
Well, if that's, I guess that's it for you guys then.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay, so then we'll
Oh, that was
shoot
great,
on over
though.
here as we head over to so Wilder, Medi, and Huntar. You guys went to which store did you go to? You went to
The oil one.
Aldofris and Urshwas oils and elixir. Man, I made this hard.
I'm not even. That's why I didn't even bother to pronounce it.
So as you come up, you see this is a 3-story tower of finely carved stone with several stained glass window. As you guys enter in, the air inside is filled with these motes of kind of golden light that kind of twinkle in and around the store. You see inside the store is a female tiefling who comes up and sees Wilder and Hunter, 2 tieflings working. She's, oh my goodness! It has been so long since I've seen other tieflings. She says, "Come in. I am Eldofris. Come in, please."
I love her.
Mm-hmm. And
Man, they let Tiefling hold up. But I'm not from here. Do you people come in and buy from you and business is good?
she says, "Well, it took a little while for us to get established here, as people didn't really trust me altogether when I was first here. But we've Urshos, my father, he'd been here for quite some time, and he's managed to establish himself, and people know that they can get items here that they can't get elsewhere. It took some time, though. It is." And she says, as you know, it's quite odd. It's quite rare to see tieflings here in Aurua.
Yes, we all know this.
Yep. I mean, I understand the struggle of tieflings running businesses, but man, if in this country they're willing to buy from you, even if it took a little bit of time, I mean, it's not so bad.
Do we get a tiefling discount? You know, help a brother out.
She says,
Alright, that's kind of weird, Wilder.
she,
Wilder,
You don't
come
have
on.
to do that. You can just charge us like normal. It's fine.
she laughs and says, she kind of looks at you, Wilder. She laughs and says, she's like, you're going to have to marry me first if you want the discount. And she kind of
But
trying to
is
see-
she the environment?
and she kind of just laughs at that, and she just says, so what can I help you with? We have all kinds of oils, elixirs, potions. What is your fancy? Is there something specific, or shall I show you some of the things that we have?
No. I'm here for specific things, and then I'm out. So, I need 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs, and I need a brass brazier. I believe Medi needs the same.
I do.
I'm looking for one of those imps wallets.
She's Imp's pockets. Yes, we should have all of those. And she starts to go gather, and you see, she starts to gather things, and you see as she's kind of, she starts setting some of the stuff on the counter and gathering them, and she's all the little components and things that you want. You see that sitting on the counter, you see this little you see what appears to be a rat. What it is it is a very you've never seen a rat with as soft looking fur as this rat. Is very kind of very soft looking. It looks like it's freshly shampooed and groomed. And you see this, it's wearing a tiny little bow, bow tie around its neck. And you see that every time she comes over, as she kind of sets stuff down, she kind of sets it near where the rat is, and she's like, is this the right amount? Yes. And she seems to be, she's either talking to herself, but it looks like she's talking to the rat, or she might be talking to the rat, you're not sure. And she kind of just seems to set everything there, and the rat just kind of sits there, and just, you hear an occasional squeak out of it, but just kind of sits there and watches, and she kind of gets it. She's like, so what brought all of you here to Harua, to Haligard? Where are you? Where are all of you from? She says, I've never seen a man made of metal before.
We're not too common. I understand.
He says,
Probably.
if there were anything more uncommon than tieflings, it would probably be men made of metal.
No, so I think my kind is more uncommon than tieflings. It seems.
Well, I'm from the Sword Coast. You ever heard of Neverwinter?
She says, I have, but my goodness, you're such a far way off.
I travel all over the world, see all the sights. It's amazing. Can you put another 10 gold pieces of charcoal, incense, and herbs and all that? I might, some accidents might happen.
Some accidents might happen. She
I'm gonna use the first one to murder a person. The second one is for the spell.
Yeah, she's able to go grab all of that. And she starts going, and she kind of looks over at you, Huntar, and asks the same. So what about you? What brought you to Haligard?
A shipwreck.
Oh, how exciting.
I wouldn't use the word exciting. Traumatizing, sure.
Chuck just sticks his head out of your hood.
She says, well, I mean, think of it this way. You did survive, right? You seem to be in good health now and in good form. It means you survived, so you count it as an adventure, right?
Yeah, great health, he says, thinking about his arm translocating when he attacks now.
Yeah. She does, she also comes and she does pull out from, you see there's a little, leather sack, and you see she pulls out, there's a bunch of rings in it. She pulls out one, and she sets on the counter, and she says, yeah, this is the imp's pocket. Are you familiar with how they work?
No.
She says, she says, she takes it and kind of puts it on, and then she picks up some of the charcoal, and she says, so what you do is you just do this, and then you say, the command word. When you purchase it, you can set it to be whatever you like, and um, she snaps her finger, and you see or she rubs. As I forgot what the ring. She like uses her thumb to rub where the ring is, and you suddenly see that the charcoal disappears, and then she says, and then all you have to do again is to snap, and it comes back, and she snaps, and you see, and you just have to focus on the item that you want.
Would you happen to have a second one of
Right.
those?
Yeah, she like has like what appears to be a whole sack of them. They appear to be kind
No,
of.
I thought that was just a bag of random rings.
No,
An
it's like-
imp's pocket, full of imp's pocket. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
How big of something can this store?
How big did I say that these things were?
100 pounds.
Yeah, she says up to about 100 pounds worth of goods you can put into here. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, and it can be no longer than 3 feet in any dimension.
Okay.
So the
Why-
tattoo you would it works a little bit differently, but or if you can get the
I will just forewarn you: do not put Chuck in there.
I didn't plan on it.
Okay.
yeah, you don't want to say your friend Chuck. I mean, if is he like a gnome or a halfling? Either way, you probably wouldn't want to put them
This
in
is
here. Say again?
him. Said this is him.
This is him.
Oh, she kind of. What's a little cute bird there? Yes, no, you wouldn't want to put him in there. It only has about a few minutes worth of air that is, and then once it's used, it's gone, and so would be anybody that is in there.
Well, he's already started nesting in my hood, so I'm not gonna like disturb that anyway. But awesome. So 100 pounds, no larger than 3 feet.
Yes.
Don't put living creatures in there, and don't put them in other imps' pockets. Anything else I need to know about it?
She kind of thinks about it. No, it just yes. If you were to put this in, it creates like a little extra dimensional space. So if you activate it while it's in another extra dimensional space, then it'll kind of rip a hole in the universe and transport you to another plane of existence.
Been there, done that. All right. How
When?
much is it?
So she laughs and says, well, I can see why a shipwreck would be just an inconvenience for you." So she says there to be 20 gold pieces for each of these, each of the imp pockets. She says to you and Medi. She says, "Is there anything else that you would like that I can interest you in?"
Do you have a pearl worth 100 gold pieces?
She is going to, yeah, I think I have one of those. And you see she kind of rummages around and brings it back and sets it down in front of the rat there. And she says, we can sell this, right, Beridia? And she kind of says, yes, here you go. It's 100 gold pieces.
Medi, should we go half and half on this one?
I don't have money.
What?
I
already have a
I have 6 platinum. That's about it.
Yeah, so can we
I
go?
only have
We can go half
6
and half. I mean,
platinum.
I already have a 100 GP pearl.
You do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember?
Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
She
there was
gave me
the
she gave me the
mysterious
pearl
note.
so I could. Yeah, the mysterious note that was slipped into my back pocket.
Sorry, I was on something at the time. I thought we needed a pearl. We do not need a pearl.
You're all good.
But I do want to know, where did you get that delightful little bow tie for your mouse friend here?
Says,
I would also like it.
I made it myself. I like to kind of craft.
Oh,
Can you craft a tiny little top hat and a tiny little monocle?
Exactly what I was fucking thinking. God damn it.
Yeah, I could. I think I could do that. It would be, I would say, 2 silver pieces for the materials and the time.
Got it. 2 silver.
She says,
Would you be able to make a little suit?
She says, well, a whole suit might be take a little longer. That I would need to get the sizes of what I'm making the thing for and measurements.
I'll come back at some point with that.
So one last thing. Do you have any books or spell scrolls or any of that sort?
Spell scrolls, you'll probably have to check somewhere else. I don't really have too many of those
What about
here.
the oils part of your name, like potions or anything?
Yes, well, I have quite a few. It's she kind of like starts showing you around. She says, "I have this one. It is um, and she picks up this kind of really ornate bottle that it is like it looks like a glass kind of blue glass bottle, but it also has like it's like a bottle that also has glass pauldrons around the neck of it, and she says this is a balm of armor. If you would if you were going into a fight of some sort, you would cover yourself in this, and it would make it so that you are harder to hit um, and make it so that your enemy's blows would not harm you as well. Um, and she kind of goes through and she says, and she picks up another one that looks like a little eyedropper, but it is on the top of it. It's got like instead of a stopper, it's kind of like a red bubblish thing, and it looks like and it has like a little cat drawing, like the cat's face drawing on it, and then there's like a little like charm hanging from it that looks like a cat's eye, like the slit of an eye. She says, "These are the cat's eye drops, and it gives you, it helps to give you so that you can see extremely well in the dark, even better than we naturally can." As she kind of points to you and to Huntar and to Wilder.
How much would that be?
She says, "Oh well, yeah, this," and she shows you this. The cat eye drops.
Those are cute.
And she says, "Oh, well, and then roll me a d10, please."
$72. Dollars, not gold. Dollars.
5.
So yeah, you would apply the eye drops. Takes about a minute, but once applied, your eyes shift from their original color to this golden yellow, and the pupils stretch, giving them a slitted cat-like appearance. And after consuming it, you have 120 feet of dark vision, even through magical darkness, and it lasts for 3 hours. And then, did you roll a d10?
Yeah.
I
rolled
5. These normally I would let these go for about 45 gold pieces.
I think I'm gonna have to pass on those for now.
He says, "Okay. Well, is there anything more you fancy? Anything you're looking for? Things, kind of that you would find useful?"
The only other thing I would think of would be something to help people see in the dark, like maybe a magic item.
She says,
droplets.
"Yeah." She says, "It's probably these
Maybe
droplets
some
about it. If you're looking for a more permanent solution, you'll want to check with Ortho's Odyssey. They have more of these kind of permanent items."
Well, do you know how long?
She will tell you. She says, "Oh, that pearl I sold you. If you like, I do have this, and if you want." And she walks over and she picks up a what appears to be looks like a bird cage bottle, and on the top it's got this little ceramic bird on it. She says, "Yes, if this for the same price, it would be a little bit more. This would be about 120 gold pieces. But if you with this, it would allow you to cast any spell that you're looking at without any materials. It would." And she shows you this, the Songbird's tonic, and it lasts about an hour. And so any spell during that time that you cast are replaced by whistling or humming a tune. So she says, "I know the pearl could be more useful for long term, but you could do a lot for the same."
Not at this time. Maybe another time. But thank you for the offer.
She says, "Okay. Well, she says, if um, she says, I have one more thing. we've been trying to get rid of this for a while. So if you're looking for something that maybe is a little bit more of a prank item, something that you can have a little bit of fun with, she has this, and she says it's our peculiar puking potion, and she pulls this out, and she says that when you drink it, the person would become poisoned, but not something severely. Um, but they will it will cause them to instead of vomiting normal vomit, they would vomit up these random items, and it
A
causes them.
full-sized coffin.
She says
That's horrifying. That'll
it is
kill you.
quite amusing to see.
A copy of your own head? Your jaw would dislodge.
A large
A
cactus.
large cactus.
A whole
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that would
the
work.
entire shipping.
Live ducklings. I'm gonna puke chuck.
Oh, a swarm of bugs. I'm pretty sure I've had nightmares about that.
A well-crafted chair.
I like the carrots.
Alder just
bubbles.
pukes up the carrots and starts eating them.
So she says, "We've been having trouble
Oh.
getting rid of this. This is the." She says, "I would let
I
you go
wonder
for 10 gold pieces if you wanted."
I
Fuck it,
would.
shut up.
You want it? Cause I would, but I'm about to buy me a pig. So
Yeah, I'll buy it. It could come in handy, maybe. Yeah, it might come in handy.
So she will say, "Yeah, 10 gold pieces." Excellent. Thank you. I've been trying to sell that for quite a while. I thought it would be a little bit more amusing, but people around here, I guess, don't have the same sense of humor.
well,
Looks
we'll
fun.
certainly be coming on back. Do you have any books about magic or arcane inks or anything like that?
I do have ink, but not the books.
All right.
I can sell you the
Then
paper. She kind of laughs. She says, we specialize more in the pieces than the whole."
I see. Well, we'll be coming back soon. I need to get my monocle and top hat, but I will see you around, ma'am.
She kind of nods. Look forward to it. It is so good to see you. Take care. And as you guys kind of leave, you see she says, "I told you, Barudia, that I would sell that. I would sell that sooner or later. You didn't believe me." Kind of,
Precious.
Huntar poisoning.
I want to see how much the eyes of being able to see in the dark will cost.
Yeah.
the goggles of night. If you get
Yeah.
okay. So
That's probably the last thing.
yeah, that is going to be number 8. Or no, sorry, number 6 is Madame Orthos. So that is where did I place that?
Bottom left.
Yeah, bottom left. Okay.
It's like, do I need spell scrolls or a pig? I just
Why not both?
Yeah.
Why not summon a
I
pig
don't know
with
if I can
a?
afford both.
Why not summon a pig?
So
Okay.
okay, so Jackson, Vintash, I see you guys have returned back kind of over here. You guys, I see you over here. What are you guys up to afterwards? Jackson and Vintash, you kind of meet up as you're walking away from your different weapon shops.
I'd just be taking a walk around the street.
Okay.
see what
Wait,
there is to
wasn't
see.
Jackson doing something? And you're like, hey, we'll get back.
Yeah,
to
that's
Jackson?
right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jackson.
I'm taking a walk down the street.
Okay. So you
Seeing
see,
what's around.
Fair enough.
you do see, like, as you're kind of walking around, you don't see anything really of note. You've heard that that there aren't really too many groups that operate in this city. What you do see though is something odd. You see what appears to be an occasional, like, it looks like a graffitied kind of sign that are like just out of what would be normal view. As you're kind of as you walk down, it's like you would completely pass it if you weren't looking specifically for something like that. But you do see on a couple of the buildings as you're moving around, you do see a sign, um, like a message, and it's the symbols that you recognize it as, something that says to the effect of, um, change is coming. Choose the right side. And it seems to be written in kind of a red ink.
Very well.
And but it doesn't give much more information. And it says but that's all you see. Is you see this a couple places in there, and you have to kind of like, as you kind of like look back at it, you see it's one of those things where, you know, you have to be at just the right angle, otherwise it's like it looks just like the wall. So it's kind of like those what do they call it, those 3D, like, you know, you get those 3D prints that you kind of look at it, but all of the sides except for one show just the wall, and then the one side shows the letters or the symbols that you recognize.
Okay. Is that it?
That would be the only thing that you know from when you're walking around.
Then I'll just keep continuing my walk before eventually heading back to the inn.
Okay. Yeah, I think you would probably bump into Vintash at some point. It looks like Vintash kind of walked back towards your way.
Hey there.
Hey there. Find everything you need?
Yep. Did you?
Well, it'll take some time, but kind of.
I
Come back
recommend
tomorrow.
all the rage.
Well, it's a bit of a custom work I need. So I have to go to the anvil. What'd you get over there for me, Ash?
He'll just open his coat, revealing just a bunch, like 4 daggers, each with their own, like,
Vintash nods and
they have labeled
Yell at
sheets for each one.
he nods and
What
it's
are you
like,
boiling?
nice. Nice.
sort of
They
like
would like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
so just imagine like each one has like a is holster the right word?
Yeah,
like
holster.
its own little slot to go in.
Yeah.
I imagine
They're
that wouldn't be too
color-coded.
hard to do.
Very nice. Well, as you can see, I don't have my gauntlets. I don't have my scale. I'm waiting for some.
Well, I'll be taking a walk around town if you need me.
Sounds good. I will continue working with my inks.
Okay.
If you find anything useful, please feel free to hit me up about that.
Will do.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I'll go in.
you head back to your room. You get the room again.
Yeah, and of course I'm gonna continue working on my ink.
Okay, very good. All right, so Jackson, Damalia, what are you guys up to as they kind of finish up with that first story?
All right,
Me,
then.
Lincoln.
Okay,
Told you what
Julian.
I'm up to.
What did I say?
You said Jackson and
Jackson,
Sorry.
Well, as you can see, Julian, I have my cool 4 new daggers that
Sorry.
are
Oh, wow.
labeled for a day of the week.
Sorry. Oh, Damalia and Lincoln. Sorry. Brain.
Good.
Your character's gonna be back.
Think about other things and work them out at the same time doesn't always, happen.
Yeah, no, I get you.
So, what do you guys do? What are you guys up to? As far as, is there anything else?
Great
that you guys
question.
That is a good question. I didn't think that far ahead.
I don't think I need anything else, do you?
Don't think so. We're heading to. Ooh. We're trying to capture someone alive. We need to travel before we get there.
Oh, right. Oh,
We need
I
manacles.
should-
Manacles, not monocles.
stupid Damalia. I should have seen if they had blunted arrows.
Just don't shoot them in the jugular this time.
So you know, I was aiming for it. I was aiming for his stomach. I swear.
Is there? What kind of store sells manacles?
It would be like you could probably get those in.
This is the worst person
You
to go
gotta-
buying
you gotta-
manacles with.
Hey, you just gotta go to the local sex shop. Come on.
I know.
I mean, the tube might have manacles.
I don't want to go back to. Lincoln doesn't like the. Lincoln's like, like McDonald's started putting like the kiosks in instead of like the front, like, the area to order, and a bunch of old people ignore those and just order at the front anyway. Lincoln's
You
like
fucking
that. Like I
Luddite.
want to talk to a person. I don't want to talk to
We
the
have
machine.
people
on
at
the voicemail.
home.
The people at home.
Okay, yeah, fair point. So manacles.
Manacles. We need
that
to come
would
to.
be The other place would be the Adventures Emporium, which is number 8.
Oh,
Makes sense.
I mislabeled it. Well, you did want to. I think you wanted to check that place out anyway. So
Yeah, number
Okay.
5 is Aldofris and Urshot's oils and elixirs, and then number 6, which is
wonderful.
in the bottom left, is where
God.
Madame
Oh, God, hang
Orko's
on.
curiosities. Yeah.
shit, were those labeled already? No, they were not. Hang on, let me go back and label that. You can move us in the meantime. Damalia will just go without a fuss.
Where are we going?
Adventures Emporium, number 8.
Number 8. That's what it was. Okay.
Yep. As you guys get there, you do see actually looks like Wilder and Huntar.
Oddities.
Are there.
I just followed Wilder.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello there.
How is
Thanks
your
for running into
shopping
you
going?
here.
We saw a tiefling.
Oh,
And
that
she was the
is
shopkeep, and
I
people
see.
actually
really.
bought from her.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they're giving us more opportunities.
Well, she said it was hard at first, but like they persevered. Which
No, of course, I get that. I was treated like a bloody witch when I started out. Still am.
same, especially from racists like that Jackson fella.
Oh, I know what you mean. He's such.
So
He
anyway,
really is.
shopkeep. I'm looking for a set of manacles. We need to.
Yeah. As you,
Ooh,
capture
you
someone
guys
alive.
have accelerated fast.
What does that mean, Wilder?
Oh, a little
What
bit
is-
of shopping
all of
does
you
wonders for bonding.
What?
oh,
All I
I'll
know is
tell you
there's
later.
weird
I'll tell you when you're older or after it happens.
I'll tell you after dinner. How about that?
you guys, as you approach here, and as you guys approach the Adventures Emporium, you guys, as you guys are standing outside, kind of talking to each other, you guys then turn and look at the building. And you're like, is this the right place? As it looks like an abandoned building, like just the outside of it is very starkly different than everywhere else, where it is like weathered. You see there is like crisscrossed like boards over each of the windows. And it looks like it's been long since abandoned, and you just see like the sign that says Adventures Emporium is just like swinging by one hook. It's not even on both hooks, as it's just kind of swinging there.
Oh, that's promising.
Yeah, and you see kind of you would have, when you asked about it, they would have told you like that this place was haunted or cursed, is what everybody kind of says about this place.
Why the bloody hell did you set up a shop here then?
Well, this seems like the right place, and Lincoln will open the door and walk in.
Yeah, it seems like a reasonable place to put a shop. And Hunter will
Damalia,
follow.
we went shopping at a glass tube coming out of
And
the
it-
ground an hour ago.
That's different from a place
This
that's
is a
been
building.
reportedly
There are
haunted.
probably people in here.
Look, if
And
it's
they might well be
haunted, that
possessed.
means, look, they say it's haunted, which means there might be a ghost running it. We know how hard it is for people that are different to start a business, so we
Yeah,
need to
that's true.
pass it on. We need to spread
Anyway, I
it
open the
forward.
door and walk inside.
All right, you know what? You've convinced me. Let's go.
If I get stabbed, it does 3 less damage. It's fine.
As you walk in, you find you enter a spacious, well-lit store that
Spaceship?
appears to be. It is like you've entered into kind of like the IKEA of
Twilight
like the
Zone.
bottom floor of IKEA, where they sell just the general items like all around, and you see there's even like little arrows like painted on the ground telling you which way to go for different items, and you see it kind of extends in several directions, and has at least a couple of stories. As you guys are walking around, and you see just about any kind of adventuring gear equipment that you could need here, and you see there are a couple of different attendants, which appear to be like just human, like male, females. They're kind of walking around, helping kind of keep things sorted and stacking things. And
Does
Fantasy
the
Walmart.
inside look as decrepit as the outside?
no, the inside looks like it's like you're inside a very well kept store. It's like really nicely maintained. All the racks, everything's clean and bright.
So there's people here. It's great. Everything's wonderful.
You. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of magic in a store, Lincoln.
That has to be in the store. There was no store to. Anyway, excuse me, miss. I'm looking for manacles to capture someone with.
Oh yeah, and she says, That's going to be on aisle A5. And she says, she kind of, follow me, and she kind of leads you down and sees, and there's like this whole rack of like manacles and different kind of handcuffs.
How
and-
many aisles are in this store that they couldn't just use the alphabet? They had to put numbers afterward.
More than 27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A5?
Yeah,
We know there's at least, what, 32 now?
Well, there's the first floor, which is A, and then the numbers, and then there's the second floor, which is B. And
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Makes more sense. Thank God.
Of different. You know, there's quite not. There's only 2 floors, but there is quite a lot of rows in each of them, but they're not like super long, like supermarket rows. They're maybe 10 to 15 feet long each at the most. But yeah, you see there are all kinds of different manacles there. There's different types of metals and things like that. She says, "What is there? Here you are. You can see there's quite a selection here for whatever you need." She says, and you see there is a glass case there, and you see there appears to be a set of manacles that are in there, and they have a much higher price tag than the rest.
They're fuzzy and pink, and they say do not use in combat.
Yeah, they're actually these gold kind of manacles, and they have a chain in between them, and they have this kind of runic symbol around where they attach. And she says, these, if you're looking for something more fancy, these are dimensional shackles. If you put these on people, they will have, they won't even be able to know where they are. They will, it'll be very hard for them to even see around them. And breaking free is nearly impossible for the mortal man.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
How expensive are they compared to just a set of manacles and a blindfold?
You see, there's a little placard underneath it that says, it like literally says a little placard, dimensional shackles, 1,200 gold pieces.
1,200?
So anyway, do you have any manacles that are cheaper? I just need iron manacles.
Yes, of course. And she shows you there's these iron manacles, and each, like, you have ones that look like iron, and then you have a stained, like each one, like 10 more sets, and each is stained a different color.
Ooh, we should get the pink ones.
Why would we need pink ones?
They're cuter.
We're trying to capture a man to turn him in. We're not trying to accessorize him.
Well, yes, we're going to capture him and bring him in, but it's just boring if we just get iron. Come on, what's wrong with having a little color?
Is there a price difference between just normal iron and the colored one?
The normal ones are just the plain ones are 2 gold pieces. The color ones are 2 gold pieces and 2 silver.
You.
See, look,
So I buy the normal
Hear me
one.
out. Oh, come on. If I was being taken away in handcuffs, I would want the pink ones.
You're not being taken away in handcuffs, so you're not getting the pink ones.
Not yet.
you also don't want to be taken away in the pink ones, Damalia. Let's be real.
Depends on the person.
Don't worry about it, Lincoln.
I'll take these ones. Okay, we're grabbing these ones. There we go.
And she kind of nods and says, "Excellent. When you're ready to check out, just head over to the front counter over there, and they'll get you sorted."
I'm ready to check out. Lincoln starts marching over to the counter.
Wait,
Everybody else
Lincoln,
would be very
this place looks maze-like. Let me lead.
It does take a little bit, like you're like the way you have to move. There's like walls that kind of like divide it into sections. You're in the ironworks section.
Lincoln's like, oh yeah, I can see the checkout counter. It's right over there.
Checkout counter.
Start
Walks
walking,
3 steps forward.
wind up on the third floor.
What?
Kid.
Huntar, help.
Don't worry, I got this. I sent the directions impeccable. Okay, how are we on the second floor?
We came in on the first one, so there has to be a way back down.
Yeah, you find yourself right now. There's
Inside on the
the
first floor.
aisle. The aisle you find yourself on the second floor as you're walking there. It's labeled 2C, and you see it is like the one side of the aisle is just every single holy symbol you could think of, like
What
and
happened to B?
like focuses and all these different things, and like just every different god you see, like there's like keychain sized items, there's like necklace sized versions, there's like whole like banners for each of them.
I'm enjoying Lincoln's breakdown. I'm really enjoying this.
How did we get to C? We're on the second floor, right? What happened to B?
Clearly, this is not to be.
I'm kind of impressed that they're selling all these types of different gods. Isn't that like kind of illegal here?
I think they're just the sim. It's like a bumper sticker for Jesus.
I
For
think
who?
Well,
I don't know
if
what I'm
you
talking about. I'm losing my mind.
people who really want to gain a bit more coin are willing to skirt the edges of legality pretty easily. Don't take that from experience. That's just an observation.
Is there an emergency exit? Is there like
You do see there is a
Oh,
sign over
man.
some of the gods there. You do see there's a sign that says, display in public at your own risk.
All right,
It's like
so
when you
if
go
we
to Hot
keep it
Topic.
on the
You covered the
side,
bases.
then that makes this the north wall. I don't know where the staircase is, 'cause I don't know how the fuck we got up here.
look, I'm already tired. He takes out his wings and he just flies down.
Man's got a point. This is not a problem for some of us.
Oh, then why are you on the third floor now?
What? What?
You need to
I went
How
down.
did
How
you
did
do
I
that?
get up? Oh, well, hell.
I take it. You know, Damalia, I take it back. I would have
Being
rather
on the
gone back to the
south wall.
tube.
See?
We're stuck in fantasy Target.
That's
Humans
an
in
amazing
their-
place to be stuck at.
Humans and their ghost fanaticism. Jesus.
So yes, you guys do eventually. If there's anything else, is there anything else you guys were actually looking for?
They don't have animals here though, right?
They do. It is outside. On like there is a. They have like you know how like at Home Depots they have the garden section that's outside.
Yeah.
They have one of those. It's off to the side. That's where you kind of as you fly off of the second floor, you kind of fly to. You see some light and fresh air, and you head that way, and you end up in what appears to be like stables, and you see like there's just different like pens of every different kind of animal you could think of.
I am in heaven. So,
West Virginia.
Mountain
he
mother.
will look in the pig pen and he will try to find the cutest piglet and the derpiest looking one.
Okay. Hang on, let me see here.
Like one that may blink with like one eye and then blink with the other eye.
Well, did you ever see Gravity Falls?
Yes.
Right.
Puddles.
Yes.
So give me an investigation check as you
Derp
sort
pig.
through the pigs here.
Derpy. Oh.
You see, as you look at them, you see that most of the pigs that you see, like, they appear very similar to each other. Not like you're not sure if it's exact, but you see at least a couple like that have the exact same markings and in the exact same spot. And you see as you kind of go through, you do see one that it's not quite derpy, but it does appear to be. It has like a little like tag, like a little like there's a little what is it called? Yarn kind of not yarn, but twine kind of collar, and hanging off of it, it says half off, and you see that the pig has its left front leg is about 3 inches shorter than the rest, so it looks kind of like it's just sitting there at a lean, like as it's kind of walking around and kind of as it moves
Oh,
around.
that's the bunch.
It's talking to a spider.
As far as
No.
when you're trying to find the prettiest one, the rest of them seem too close.
I want this one. This one will be mine. It will be my child.
That one is the runt, probably. You do leg. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes, I am positive.
Okay, treat him well. Or whatever.
And he's just gonna turn him around and have like his face, and he's gonna say, "Okay, you are now dubbed Dr. Professor Sir Jebediah Amadeus.
His face, his face.
Sir, Professor, Doctor, Jebediah.
What?
Amadeus.
Give me an animal handling check.
What?
What?
You forgot Esquire in there, by the way.
It just kind of stares at you and then just kind of, and then just kind of continues to give you this blank stare.
Yeah, while we were in the God section, I would have picked up a little collar for Chuck with the symbol of Yolanda on it.
Okay. Yeah, you would have seen there would have been a little emblem there. Would be about labeled about two gold pieces, 5 silver.
God damn, these things are expensive.
Those are more expensive than the manacles.
Yeah, we could have got them in pink.
And
If you want to buy a pink one, you can go back to whatever hell dimension they were on and go buy a pink one.
Maybe I will.
The pig you're holding, by the way, Wilder, is 1.5 gold pieces, so 1 gold, 5 silver.
Why is it less expensive than the?
This one was labeled half off. She got it on clearance.
And I just really fast, just the harness for the pig, so he can be like a little baby harness type of thing, so the pig can sit in front of him. I need it.
Riding harness?
Yeah, so like you can ride in it, like you know how you put babies in like little slings and whatever. The pig will be in it.
Okay, it would be. You see, there is various size saddles that you see that is listed. They're next to the horses, and you see one that is labeled for use on ponies. And you think that it's probably
it's not a saddle on the pig.
Yeah, Julian, like a harness to go here where the pig would be here.
Yeah, so like when you have a baby, you put the baby.
It's like the little baby carrier.
Yeah.
Like it's just gonna send a message to Jackson, just like, please help.
Jackson, who's probably on a street nearby.
Yeah.
I can message back, right?
Yeah, you can respond.
Jackson will respond and say, "Who is this?"
Jackson, it's Lincoln.
And he's gonna refuse to respond anymore.
Jackson.
New brain, who dis?
He hung up on me.
Vintash walking by.
You do have to, as you kind of walk out of the stable section and walk back into the store, you have to get an assistant, and they take you to the maternity section of the.
There's a maternity section. What?
We are in a department store.
The only thing that they do have something that is kind of like that. It's like an over-the-shoulder sling that would be used for carrying babies, but they have one that's for like bigger babies that or a little bit older that they think would fit what you're looking for, and it'll
that's fine.
Do you think we should start renovating the kitchen while we're here?
We don't have a house.
You can buy one there, probably.
It would be 7 silver. Well,
Yeah.
We could probably just live here at that point. I'm going to the bedroll section. I'm picking out a nice one. Good day.
As you're walking around trying to find where Wilder went off to, you do see someone, like there are tables as you come out to here, and you see there appear to be cafeteria style tables, and you see that people are there eating like little kebabs as they're sitting and eating, and you see off to the side there appears to be like a little meat stand that is cooking kebabs.
It looks like they sell like these weird balls of meat. Like,
do they have free samples there?
Yeah.
37. Sometimes I still remember what the sun looks like.
Lincoln, I have
this is
kebabs.
like a fucking SCP where people get
I'm
trapped
sorry,
in
I have
IKEA.
kebabs.
I'm pretty sure that isn't
God.
actual. I'm pretty sure that isn't actual SCP.
It is. Yes, I know. I read that one.
IKEA. It's so good.
It's literally just IKEA, but it traps them there for eternity.
At nightfall,
Oh
IKEA
my
the monsters
God.
come out. We run for cover.
Fucking mannequins become animated.
We run for cover in the bedroll section. We have a fort there.
Basically.
We're making it to the kitchen. section tomorrow to arm ourselves.
We should get some kebabs.
Is there anything else that you do find? Is there anything else as you guys are?
If we ask for anything more, we might actually get stuck in here.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, actually, you know, I
we
can go for some.
So you guys manage to various ways. You guys end up, and you guys find like a line that seems to be the checkout line. And you're following the kind of behind the people in front of you. And as you do, you kind of look over and you see there's another line, and you guys see each other kind of in two different lines as you guys are like.
You think it's a checkout line, but it's actually a line for the meatballs.
I waved Jebediah's little hoof at them.
Precious.
You do see there are you see as you guys are heading towards where the like clerks are that are kind of ringing everybody up and checking out, you do see that in between the two lines that you guys are lined up in, you see there are like little display racks and boxes, and they have items in one of them. In one of them you see what appears to be like a series of hats, and you see a sign that says Treasure Hunter's Hat, and you see this sign is kind of sticking up from it is holding on like it's a little
it's a fedora.
And it is a wide brim leather fedora. It grants a +1 to straight charisma checks when worn, and its owners have advantage on any skill checks necessary to recover it if it is knocked off during adventuring. It says
It used to belong to. I can't think of anything. It's not Louisiana or Indiana Jones.
It's from Louisiana Jones.
Howdy,
Louisiana Jones.
It's Louisiana. It's
He doesn't have a whip. He has a Mardi
hat.
Gras necklace.
You see the next item in the little series of shops that are there, like little display cases. The next one you see what appears to be a bunch of little journals, so like little book journals, and it says
labeled Object 86.
It has this sign that says Glitter Journal, a 5x7 journal inch covered in pink glitter containing 128 paper pages. Regardless of the ink used, all writing appears to be looping purple hand with self-inscribed star and rainbow doodled marginalia. All eyes are dotted with hearts. New 10 gold pieces.
Vintash did, yeah, Vintash did say he needed a book, so yoink. He did not specify.
You're right, I did not specify. You also should know that I don't think I can afford this. It's up to you to choose.
The third thing you see is what appears to be little like they're like little clear packets, and inside what looks to be like little bundles of hair. And you see the sign says Lord Niticon's Evil Goatee of Evil. A tasteful addition to any disguise kit, this false facial hair application is in the form of a slick black goatee. When applied, the wearer's alignment appears in all divination to be evil.
I buy it.
Used.
I buy it.
For 5 gold.
You can't.
It could be. It could be a funny prank on Jackson.
It's not for Jackson.
Dude, I can't believe the autos would shave off his goatee and market it.
Medi's gonna use something. He's gonna be like, "Wait, you're evil."
I'm gonna put it on Lincoln while he's sleeping.
So you see,
Medi is no longer gonna want to be friends with whoever that is on if he uses fucking cleric magic.
So,
oh my god.
So yeah, you just see these kind of like last minute like impulse buys that are along here, and then you
2 for 3
Lincoln,
works.
Lincoln, I kind of want the hat.
And you can buy the hat. That's okay.
I'm allowed to buy this one, am I?
I told you, if you wanted to buy the pink manacles, you could just buy the pink manacles. You have money.
I just don't know why it was such a big deal.
Independent person, Damalia.
Oh, right, I'm getting the hat. Jesus.
You guys don't share a bank account. If you want something, buy it.
They're already married.
God, one night together, this is what you two devolve into?
All right, look here.
See, Huntar, this is why our relationship works.
Because we're not fucking?
Yeah.
I wish.
What's fucking?
What?
You're not that innocent, Lincoln.
Lincoln is literally Goku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a
I
little.
thought marriage was food.
Oh my god, that was actually a thing.
Yeah, that was a thing.
As you guys are like checking out and paying for things, you do see the last little kind of like impulse buy item that they have on each of the registers is what appears to be like little cards, and they have like a special like stamp on it, and it says 8 silver, redeemable for 1 dozen cookies at Scrumdiddlyumptiouses. And it appears to be a gift card.
You're not vegan, so no.
Where is Scrumdiddlyumptious?
That is 16 on the map.
Do you think?
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say that's for you to find out.
Really? He's gonna quest to find Scrumdiddlyumptious to use this gift card. I'll buy a fucking gift card.
Excellent.
Did you clear it with Damalia first, though?
No, it's his money. I don't know why Damalia keeps asking Lincoln. Like, you're allowed to
It was only for one item.
So you guys
I was
check
told
out.
that you tell me
Used to the
no because you're
relationship
supposed to be
dynamic.
responsible.
They ask you if you need a bag. As you guys check out, they apologize to you, Wilder, that they don't have one big enough for the pig.
That's all right. I'll carry him out.
Okay, as you put on the little satchel sash thing. Yeah, you guys. So go ahead and mark it off, and you guys, as you guys exit out of the store, it's evening.
How long have we been in here?
We've been here for out.
You guys,
Time really flies in there, huh?
you guys were out and about I would say about 10 a.m. when you first came in. It's
We went
probably
to 2 stores, Damalia.
We sure did.
Boy,
Just look at me.
You see Vintash looking out. Man, where the hell are they?
Vintash.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
there you are. So how would you? And I look over and I see everyone else, and I go over to Lincoln, hang his hand over. So how's the date go?
What do you mean the date?
Oh, was it
Today is, and Lincoln just says the date of the month that it is. I don't
I go
understand
with
what would be
Damalia.
special about it.
Is Lincoln a himbo?
Yes.
I go, yeah, and I kind of mouthed her like, "It's in the date."
So you guys return back to I assume you guys are returning back to the inn.
Yeah, while we're returning to the inn, I put a goatee on Jebediah. Evil goatee on Jebediah.
What the hell?
He looks a lot more sinister with that.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really
It's
play
like some
fly.
sort of cartoony villain who tied me up to the railroad tracks or something.
So while you guys return, as you guys realize it
Railroads
is
exist.
evening, and you guys
I hear
realize
now, I guess.
you guys realize you're kind of starving as it's dinner time. Essentially, you've been in there about 8 hours.
I knew we should have gotten those kebabs. Why didn't we get kebabs?
Don't worry. I got us all omelets and then oatmeal for Wilder.
Oh, thank you.
Everyone gets 1 omelet except
Son of a bitch.
you get an
What
omelet
act
worth
of
of
generosity? You guys can choose anything else you want.
Okay. So Medi, while they headed over there, you still about noonish, you arrive at Madame Ortho's Oddities. As you head over here, and as you as you walk in, you see you walk in and you see this shop is just filled with just all kinds of random items all over the place. You see that there are little things that dangle from the ceiling. You see there is a stuffed, what appears to be a stuffed human head, but the head has bat-like wings coming off of it. But it's like a plushie, as far as style. And then you see in there, you see there what appears to be a display case with what looks to be like a mummy's hand, and it just says "Don't get too close." And you see just there's a bunch of other random items in here.
Oh.
And
So if I'll walk in and walk up to the counter.
okay, you see walking up to the counter, it is what appears to be a dragonborn, a silver dragonborn walks up, and he says, "Welcome to Madame Ortho's Oddities. How can I help you?"
I was wondering if you had any items that could help someone see in the dark.
He's like, "Yeah, I think we got those." And he kind of walks around the counter, and he walks over, and he kind of, you see, there's this little rack, and it's got a bunch of different kind of like eyeglasses and different things like that. And he pulls one off. He's like, "Here you go. These will help you see as good as an owl in the dark." And hand you a pair of goggles at night.
How much are they?
Give me a D10.
6 copper.
Yeah,
Final
5.
offer. Again.
he's going to say, these are going to be 65 gold pieces. We got a couple extra of them. They're a little bit cheaper.
I have
right now.
64 gold pieces.
You can negotiate with him if you like.
I'll do it for 63.
What about what about 64 platinum or 64 gold and 7 silver?
He says, I think we can make that work.
All right. I gotta ask, what's with that mummified hand in the jar over there?
Oh, yeah, that hand, if you, whoever owns it, it tries to strangle that person.
Huh.
That's
Nice.
the diary of a wimpy kid.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
It's like, yeah,
Are you sure
madam.
it's safe to have it here?
Says, well, we keep it in that glass case. It doesn't seem to be able to get out.
Huh.
It doesn't seem to be able to.
Are you sure?
It's like an octopus that unscrews the lid from the inside, climbs out at night, kills
The
someone,
glass-
climbs
the
back
glass
in and
appears to be
closes it.
The glass.
There haven't been
appears
any
to be-
murders recently, have there? Someone just like strangled to death by a singular hand or something.
He says, it's quite strong. If you want to see an example, I could show it you.
Ooh, ooh.
If it's not on me, then sure.
When I want it strangle somebody, kid.
So he like walks over to it, and you see he kind of walks over behind the counter, reaches kind of over the counter and underneath, and grabs, and he pulls out what appears to be like a little like a sewn cloth kind of doll that looks like a humanoid person.
You're gonna say he pulls out a baseball bat to hit the hand.
No, and he walks over to the display case, and you see he's like, "All right, you watching?" And he kind of like, and he opens it up real quick, and he sets the doll in there and closes it, and then you see the hand suddenly like starts to animate, and then it reaches around and grabs a hold of the doll, and then lifts it up, and it just begins to squeeze it, and you see like the cloth, like the cotton or stuffing that's inside of it starts to just burst out of the seams as it just squeezes it down.
My God, you're not selling that, are you?
So, well, I mean, anything has a price, but not for the aesthetics.
Of course,
it does
yeah, that
fit
makes
really
sense.
well. A
Yeah.
disembodied hand that strangles things.
It says, if that's, I mean, if you're thinking that's a little bit too macabre for you, we have one of these for you if you like. And he walks over, and you see he's got he pulls out like what appears to be a little pouch that's maybe about this big, and it's a little leather pouch, and it's got leather wound, but you see that on one side of it appears to have this kind of patchwork cloth that's been sewn in, like if it was repairing a hole, and then on the front of it, it's got like what appears to be a heart-shaped emblem with lettering on it, and he says, this is a coin pouch. It's called Nana's bag. And he says, "Here you go." And he kind of shows you this. And he says that when you're wearing it, once a day or so, you can open it up, and you pull out a random item, and it kind of has this heartwarming effect. Something different comes out each time.
How much would you be selling that for?
That's cute.
Give me a D10.
I can give you a muffin.
So let me spin this though.
Precious.
So that they can see on the stream. He's going to say, I think she's selling these for 13 gold pieces.
Would you be willing to make a trade for something?
What you got?
I have a candle of the deep.
He's like, hold on. And he kind of like, do you show it to him?
Yeah.
Okay. He takes it and kind of walks behind the counter and he pulls out like what appears to be like a book and he starts like flipping through it to kind of see what it is. And he kind of like looks at it and then reads what he's like. Yeah, I think this would work.
All right.
I thought you were gonna be like, hold on,
Call it a
let me
deal.
see. Just dunk his head in a fish tank and light the candle under the water. Just see if it works.
God. Well, it's a deal then.
Says, all right, well, enjoy. Is there anything else? I have that, and so you're taking the goggles, Nana's bag. Anything else I can help? I can interest you in.
I don't believe there's anything else. We might come back with a friend to get more goggles of night at some point, but
Just come on back. We got 2 or 3 more.
have a good day.
Gotta
I walk out with my Nana's bag.
You see, as you're kind of walking out, you see he grabs what appears to be like, you've seen those like long handle things that snake wranglers use to grab like snakes. It's got basically like they squeeze it and it pinches. You see, he gets one of those and he like opens up you see him opening up the lid and trying to grab the doll away from the hand without getting too close to it.
God.
As you yeah.
God,
Okay,
that's
very good.
shocking. That hand is horrifying. I love it.
The doll doesn't.
The doll doesn't. I probably won't in the future. I don't need to breathe. It can be my new pet.
Constantly just like a hand dangling from your neck like this.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, what's up? Like my cool new scarf?
Yeah, do you like my cool new hand?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys, you head back. Jackson, you still kind of just out wandering?
He'll head back after a while.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to ask, Lincoln, as you were heading back to the tavern, do you stop at Scrumdiddlyumptious on the way to redeem your gift card, or are you holding on to that?
I do redeem the gift card.
Okay, so you head there. It appears to be, as you see the sign that's for Scrumdiddlyumptious it appears to be a bakery. And as you enter in, there's a decent line of people that are coming in and ordering food, and it smells delicious in here. As you see all kinds of pastries and breads and cakes and things that are being cooked and served, and cookies. You see donuts, all those kind of things. As you go in there, and everybody's kind of ordering and moving on. And you see what appears to be the daily special is rainbow cookies, and they say that it says when you eat them, it changes your color to a different color for each one, for it temporary chances. And then there's also a chili cake that says if you are it says for those who like a little bit of extra spice in their spell casting, and it says it will make fire spells more potent after you've eaten one. So you kind of go through and you have your gift card. You can redeem it for a dozen cookies. They ask if you want the rainbow cookies or any of the other kinds, and they have just about any kind of cookie you can think of.
Just pick 12 random ones and put them in the box.
Okay.
I don't eat cookies often.
Okay. Yes. She then will the person behind the counter will okay, and kind of pulls out. There's going to be 4 of the rainbow cookies, and then just the other sorts are just like the other assorted kinds, chocolate chip, all the kinds of cookies.
The spicy chili cookies or whatever.
That's a chili cake.
It's a cake.
So it would be a slice of cake you could order. That would be, he says, that would be an additional gold piece.
Is that vegan?
he says, I don't know what vegan means.
Neither
It's
do I, so I can't ask to clarify on that one.
he asks kind of one of the other workers there. He's like, "Do you know vegan?" And I think that's where it's just all plants or something. There's no meat. He says, "Is this chili cake all meat, or is there any meat?" He says, "No, no, no. It's plants. They use some sort of yeah."
Got poison.
Well, yeah, hearing that, Lee will be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't really know what vegan is, so that's fine. I'll buy that for Wilder.
Okay. All right, very good. So you redeem with your gift card. It's for the cookies, and then it's a gold piece for the slice of cake. And they give it to you in kind of this very ornate kind of like little plastic box and then bag that's got like the little bag has frills around the edge of the bag, and it says "Scrumdiddlyumptious" on the side. And then yeah, you guys return back. So and you see as you guys are there enjoying, you guys are having dinner that Vintash had already ordered for all of you guys when you guys returned. You're sitting down. Nope.
Everyone, I got us dessert.
Oh,
Just
you
put a
did.
box of cookies on the table. And then
Wonderful.
Ooh.
I asked the store. I put the slice of cake on the table too, and just slide it. I asked the store clerk, and they told me yes, but they didn't sound very sure, and I don't know the difference well enough to also be sure.
You do the sniff check. Do you do the sniff check?
It smells. It smells. You get it as you smell it. You get it's a little spicy. Like you get it kind of like as you take it inhale. So it kind of covers a lot of the other smells. But give me a perception check to see what you
Does it literally? It's made out of egg.
Damn.
Milk.
You can identify every plant that went into it.
Nose.
Yeah. So you do sense that it does appear to be it does you don't smell anything or notice anything that appears to be if you take like a little tiny taste of it, it doesn't appear to be it looks like they've like milk is like an almond milk kind of they've used instead of cow milk, for it. And then there's of course a lot of sugar and other stuff. I'm not sure what else goes into a cake, but from what you can tell, it doesn't appear that they've used any actual animals.
He's already inhaled it.
Okay,
Look at Lincoln. Don't you use eggs for bakery and other pastries?
Listen, the person at the counter said that it was vegan.
You don't taste anything. It is actually vegan as far as that goes. They use a little bit of they do use a little bit of magic in their creation as as you do it, you kind of like as you kind of have it, you feel a bit of like indigestion and you kind of have to kind of like cover up a burp, but you do feel as you do like let out a little bit, there's a little bit of smoke and like you feel your hand gets hot as it kind of comes out. So if you were to use any spells that do fire damage, they would do double damage for the next hour.
All right.
The rest of you, yeah, you guys have your cookies. The ones of you who have the rainbow cookies, who has one of the rainbow cookies?
Oh, it's Lincoln just hands people a random cookie.
So, roll a d12. If you roll on a multiple of 3, you get a rainbow cookie.
Nope.
Medi,
Cookies?
Alright,
I mean, fuck it, may as well.
none of us get the rainbow. Apparently, he didn't buy any rainbow cookies.
Medi, you got a rainbow.
Jackson reroll.
Did I get a rainbow cookie? Oh no, I got a 9.
You did.
It was on
3,
a
6, 9. 3
Yeah,
by
yeah.
3 is 9.
Moderation,
You need to
Jackson
reroll.
reroll.
Someone already got number 5.
Okay, so yeah, you guys get all of you get regular ones except Medi. Medi, you
Damn it.
hop into the cookie, and I mean you guys there's 7 of you, so only 7 of the cookies have been eaten.
There's still 5 left.
So there would be 6 left because I don't know if Wilder has one. So you could purposely grab one if you want. Wilder, Medi, as you eat it, go ahead and roll a d8.
Oh god.
You turn
D8.
shrimp colored.
1. I instantly die.
You actually take 18 d10 damage.
Your your tongue turns a very kind of neonish red color. And it is like normally your tongue is red, but now it's kind of very bright. It almost looks like cherry colored. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does he have a tongue?
Yeah.
You sound very sure.
Yeah. So
I
the
mean,
rest of you, if you guys want
I
one,
assume-
there are still 3 rainbow cookies.
Half of the cookies left are still the rainbow ones. If you want a rainbow cookie,
grab one.
Nah, I'm good.
I'll gamble. Fuck it. I want a rainbow cookie.
you can just take a rainbow cookie.
I assume Warforged are kind of like what like Exos are in like Destiny. Like they're still they're still basically
Lincoln hands
human,
you-
but they're just like
Lincoln hands you a rainbow cookie.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll take it.
So roll a d8, Damalia.
Did I grab a second cookie?
Good. What I-
Reroll. You already got one. You already
Okay.
got one.
oh god, my camera froze.
5.
You're Violet, you're turning violet, Violet. Your tongue turns blue. Yeah.
Isn't this enchanting? She'll stick it out,
The
and
red
now you
tongue?
realize she has a forked tongue and sharp teeth.
I'm gonna look over at
This is
Lincoln.
adorable.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful of what? She just had a... All of you keep saying these cryptic things to me. I don't understand what you mean. It's not like we're in danger.
We'll tell you when you're older.
He's
I'm
old enough.
25.
Needs to
Not
change
old
the
enough.
birds and the bees.
What does that have to do with anything?
Oh, my.
Anyways, so now that we've all gotten that out of our system, our next plan of action.
We need to go see. We need
Damalia,
to
are you
leave.
done yet?
No.
I'll say tomorrow we
Keep
can
going,
leave,
fine.
right? Like in the
Are you
morning.
there?
Yeah.
We should leave in the morning.
Yeah, we're going
Very
after
well.
the Kinku.
Mhm.
Sounds good.
Do we know anyone that can help us with transportation, or did we not look into that, or are we just hoofing it?
I mean,
See,
Wilder
Huntar,
suggested buying a horse and carriage before.
I'm always huffing it.
Hey,
Yes.
boo.
Makes sense because you have hooves, guys. See.
Yeah.
So we should definitely get a horse and carriage. Let's not go back to that store the 4 of us went to. We just
What store? I've already forgotten.
no.
Store?
Wait, what happened? Like, you guys were not.
Don't worry about it.
What store
It
was
was
this?
a magical store.
It
The
was an
adventure-
awful place.
You think the tube has horses?
That doesn't help.
Look, if
Maybe.
you find a decrepit building, just don't enter. Easy.
What is that building called? Does it have a name?
It is
No.
called the Adventure.
It's just decrepit.
I'm gonna turn to Damalia.
It's the Adventure Emporium. Thank you. Yes, the Adventurers
Oh,
Emporium. It's
I
meant to
forgot
be
what the word
haunted.
Emporium was.
Very well.
Good work.
Was that so hard? I'll
It
turn to
was an
Huntar.
Adventures Depot.
Look, I don't want to utter its name. It might come with some weird mystic shit that just stops you from being able to tell direction. All right, I don't know how it works, but like even I got lost in there.
You
I
follow.
haven't been lost in 15 years.
You follow the arrow. That's all you need to do is follow the arrow.
I
No,
followed
no.
the
Too
arrow,
many
and it took
arrows.
me to the 3rd floor.
There
Then
wasn't even a third floor.
Wilder
I
flew
was
up
yeah.
and then went down and somehow ended up higher than us.
That's why you don't leave the arrows. You just follow the arrows and it'll get
No,
you.
no. You do not understand. The arrows contradict each other. If you follow the arrows, you're never going to get to the fucking exit.
So,
Right.
And then when you do
I eat a
find the exit,
cookie.
they put tantalizing hats
So-
and gift cards and candles.
Vintash is right. You guys just gave up on the arrows before they led you back out. It's essentially like an IKEA thing where they literally lead you through the entire store before they dump you out back to the checkout.
There is an
Look, I don't
imperium
need
in
no
every
stinking
major
arrows to
city.
tell me where to go.
Important question for all of you. Do
Going
either
down.
anyone here know a place where I could buy some poison to restrain or paralyze someone? It might be of
Yes.
assistance.
Oh, I'm
we-
sure
poison from-
Aldefris and Urshot's Oils and Elixirs has something.
There's also a nice place called the Tube. It's very strange. It makes no sense.
Oh, I love the tube. He's a little
Oh.
bit.
Also, Jackson, here's the poison from the island. I don't know what kind of poison it is.
I'm gonna examine it.
Okay. Give me a. Guess it would be a.
I've been carrying Assassin's Kiss.
Like
in
it
my
would
back
probably a
pocket
medicine
the whole
check would probably be the closest thing as far as
Medicine?
that goes.
Are we sure medicine?
But you have a poison?
Probably medicine.
Maybe
I mean-
insight?
It could be insight too. Yeah.
How about stealth?
No.
I mean,
No.
if you need a medicine roll, you can always ask Medi for a bit of help.
12.
That's not bad.
So what is this, Jackson? Where did you get this?
It's the vial of basic poison from the island.
Yeah.
At least
I didn't see
it
if
was
I've ever
identified.
come
It was
across
identified by me as basic poison, and also Wilder, who gave it to me.
Okay. Yeah. Then you would definitely recognize it then with that, the basic poison. You know, it's actually worth a decent amount. Like if you had to buy it, it would cost you about 100 gold to normally buy it. But you know that if you were to coat a slashing or piercing weapon or up to 3 pieces of ammo, creature take it would take a D4 of poison damage on each hit, and it would last for about a minute.
Okay, so it wouldn't restrain or paralyze anyone.
Not what we're looking for.
Not the basic poison. If you
I'll
wanted,
give it back to Lincoln then.
What am I gonna do with this?
Would you rather me have it?
You were the person asking about poisons. I don't know how to use poison.
Very well. Then I'll take it back from him.
Lincoln, I know you're gonna probably be mad at this, but I was looking at my pack and I realized I have a set of manacles.
That's okay. Now
Are
we
they
have two.
pink?
No, they're blue.
Why do you want
We'll settle. We'll settle.
Why do
And
you
it was cuter.
want ink? Because it's cute.
Also, Vintash, here's the glitter journal.
I grab it, I look at it. I put my hand over it and I realize it changes colors. I could thank you, Wilder. And I close it and I put it in my hip pocket.
+5 affection points.
Thank you.
Jules, about what time is it?
Yeah.
it's about it would be about 8 p.m. now, as you guys are kind of
Are
finishing.
shops open still?
The poison shops might.
It depends which kind of shop.
Yeah, I was gonna
Probably
head to
the big ones are probably closing up.
I was gonna head to the one where they recommended I might find poisons.
The Oils and Elixirs.
Yeah, the oils and elixirs place or the tube was the two places I think they said.
Yeah.
The tube they know is probably the closest as far as there, just around the corner. The other one is a little bit on the other side of. It takes a little bit of walking to get there.
Would I know if either are open?
You not really. I mean, it'd be you'd have to just go check.
I am going to go to the tube then.
Okay, so Jackson, you
Going to the one that's not run by the Tiefling. Fucking racist.
I had no way.
He
of
doesn't
knowing
even
before.
know.
Okay, upon Huntar's complaining, I'm gonna head to the other one. Is anyone coming with?
Is anybody going with Jackson?
I've done
I'll
nothing
come
but
with.
walk in stores for
Please.
several hours.
I'll
Else
come with so I can see if my
Aw.
items are ready already.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Sorry,
Yeah, you guys.
Like, you don't trust me.
You guys head over to there. You'll see that it does look like they are still open. There doesn't appear to be any customers inside at the moment. It appears to be kind of a very slow part of the night as far as that goes. And probably close to closing time, but they haven't quite closed up shop. As you enter in, she's going to see Aldofris is still there, and she sees you again. She's like, "Oh, you're back. Is there anything wrong, or Did you forget something?
No, I was seeing if my friend here is hoping for some poisons or anything of that such, but I'm also seeing if my little top hat and monocle's ready. See, Jeb here needs his clothing.
You have the pig with you?
Yeah.
She says, "Oh, well, I'm glad that I didn't start on the monocle. I was going to make that a little bit smaller. That would probably not fit." She says, "Oh, but I have finished the top hat," and she does pull out this little like top hat that's it's like 6 inches in diameter or so, and about 4 inches tall.
Thank you
Jackson will
so
shake his head as he sees this.
Thank you kindly.
That's so cute.
I'm pretty sure this is just Devin, like, accomplishing what she can accomplish in her life.
Definitely.
Like, this has nothing to do with Wilder's goals or aspirations or anything. She's just like, I can't have a pig, so Wilder has a pig.
That's true, because I remember the conversation where Devin thought of this. It was not about this session.
Y'all know me.
I was there. Hello there.
And she says, "Well, yes. Is there what can I help you with? Is there what are you
I'm looking for something. I swear this is for good reasons, but I'm looking for something that would paralyze someone upon hit. If you have any poison like that.
She says, yes. Well, poisons. She kind of like gives you a look, and she says, "This is for legitimate use, right? I mean, those are a little harder to come by as far as that goes. Not many people have regular uses for them."
Let's just say we're on business from somebody who
You wanted to sound less shady, and you said that.
We.
You want to tell us that you
This
could
is
just have, like,
legitimate.
yes.
You're just gonna need to
but-
take my word for it. I'm sorry.
She kind of
We're like,
nods. Says,
"Tony."
she kind of goes
I don't have it.
into the back, and she kind of comes out, and you see she brings out what appears to be like a very small kind of briefcase, and she opens it up. Oh. You see she opens it up, kind of attached to the top and to the bottom of it are like two little racks of, like, you would see vial racks. Like, so when it opens up, the rack is attached to the bottom one, and then the rack on the bottom kind of opens up so that there's you see two rows of them. And she says, "Yes, well, these are all different kinds of poisons. You're looking for something that would make somebody unconscious?
Yes.
Do you want this to be something that is through the bloodstream, as though you would have to, let's say, cut somebody with a weapon that had it coated, or would you rather have something that is inhaled, breathed in, or something that they would have to eat?"
Preferably something on a weapon.
Okay. She kind of looks through, and she's going to says, "This one, this is one that we've gotten through our contacts with some of this from Dambrath, and it is drow poisoned, and typically you use this, and if they are unable to resist its effects, they would fall unconscious until they until something hurts them, or they are shaken awake."
I see. That sounds about what we'll need then. How much would that run us?
She says, "As you can imagine, these are poisons are a little bit harder to come by, especially here in Haurua. They not as common. This is going to cost about 200 gold pieces."
So I'm gonna start counting out my money, and take out the statue, which is worth approximately 100 gold. That's all I have written down. I think that's what you told me to write.
Is this the jade statue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no one said they had any use for it, right?
No.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take that out.
That's the one you took from the captain.
Yeah, that I was hoping was the Cauldron of Rebirth.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and slide that across along with money and say, surely we can make a deal based off of this. This is a very rare artifact. One of my associates has informed me about. This should be able to cover it.
Okay, give me a persuasion check. I'd say with advantage.
Doesn't
Yeah.
want to be shady. Walks in. We're here on business for reasons. I need poison. Here's this
Listen, man.
gold artifact for it instead of money.
Listen,
You see,
I am playing my character.
I
to
know. I
the
just
T.
find the situation hilarious.
I know.
she kind of takes a look around just the store, sees that there's nobody in there, and she says, "I think this could be. I think we could be arranged. Are you also putting any gold with it, or are you just trying to? Are you just trying to pass that off?"
5 plat would be with it, so it'd be approximately like 150 in
Okay.
total.
She says, "I think we could make this deal," and she will take the vial out and hand it to you. And she takes it out, and then you see in the briefcase there's these kind of like silk like sleeves. Then she puts it in there and kind of drawstring ties it up and hands it to you. And then she
Pleasure doing business with you.
she says, "And of course, if anybody asks, you didn't get that here."
I've never been here before.
She smiles.
Who are
But
you?
she says, "If you want to come back and get any of our other items, we're happy to sell you those."
Preferably something I can show in public.
She says, "You may be interested in this," and she kind of walks over to a one of the platforms, and you see what appears to be like a glass bottle that is. It looks to be like ruby colored, and you see it appears to be a hand doing a kind of crossed fingers kind of motion. And she says, "Yes, this is especially good if you are, let's say somebody catches you and you want to make sure they believe when you say that you didn't get it here. This will help you to be very persuasive in your arguments." As she says, "This is what I call liar's breath."
Oh boy.
Interesting.
For curiosity's sake, how much would
came
that?
out of a Bioshock game.
I forgot Damalia was here. For curiosity's sake, how much would that run me?
She says, "This would be roll me a d10."
Come on, one. Well,
Okay. She's gonna say this will be. We'll throw it in as kind of a bundle deal. 19 gold pieces. 19.
oh, my money. Ah, here you go then.
Okay. And she says, "Here you go, and hopefully you don't have to use it, or she says, or if your wife catches you sneaking in late, you will be able to use it effectively."
Noted.
She says, "Well, anything else?" And she looks at you, Wilder and Damalia.
Oh no, I don't.
I've ever seen.
She says, "If you come back for the," she says, "Oh, and then the cane. If you come back in the morning, I should have that finished for you."
You mean monocle? But
Monocle,
I
yeah,
will
sorry, that
accept a
was the
little
wrong
cane
thing.
too. That will be great.
She says, "Well, I could, for another 2 silver pieces, I could probably put
Yes,
together."
he needs a little cane.
She says, "I think
Your
you'll fit
dedication to your new animal really is adorable.
How is he going to hold the cane?
With his
We
hoof,
don't get
obviously.
paid enough for these questions, Huntar.
Okay, well then, yeah. So she says, "Yeah, I should have that all done by morning."
We'll stop on by before we do our job.
Okay. She
Say
says,
bye, Jeb.
She's, "Bye, Jeb." And she says, Burrito. What's the name? The
Earthshots?
no. I'm sorry.
Baritone.
I'll go first.
Beridua. She says, "Beridua says goodbye too," and she kind of points over at the little rat that's just sitting on the counter.
He's a little rat.
Okay. And you guys head out. You see, as you guys kind of step out, you see there's a guy standing next to what appears to be a large carpet on the ground, and he says, "Would you like a ride home for the evening? 5
How
copper
much?
for all 3 of you."
5 copper. Hang on a minute. Can I get a read on this guy's general aura? Like, doesn't seem like he's itching to shank us in a dark alley or something.
If we open the Uber app, what's his star rating?
3.5? I don't know.
Give me a
Don't think it's
perception.
hard after 4.
I mean, guys, it says
I'll give one as well.
he's got like 6
4.
straight rides
What's
in the
an app?
past 2 days.
Yeah, you both come to the same conclusion. Looks like he's just kind of like sitting around and looks to be trying to just ferry people for a little bit of extra cash.
He has phone chargers, gum, and hand sanitizer.
All right.
Sounds like a win to me.
5 copper, you said.
Mhm.
All right, there you are. Take us
What
to
the hell,
No, you all go off. I will.
Please
It's
don't
called
leave
the
me alone
second
with
chance.
Uh,
Inn. Have fun.
Yes, the second chance, please. Don't tell me you're technophobic, Wilder.
No,
Or
I'm
it's magical.
I am things high in the air phobic.
Wilder.
Right, I
I'm
forgot. You have wings, but you're afraid of flying. I forgot. My mistake. Jackson, come on.
I know
Well,
what
they
I
tell you
know,
to,
kid.
huh?
I know, but it'll be fine. It's only a little while.
He's gonna sit as far away from her as he can.
I don't
Damalia?
mind.
Yes.
Well, I do, but I
I
wouldn't
mean,
dare
by
bite
far
you.
away, you're talking about like you're a
Yes.
foot and a half away from her
Yep.
instead of a foot away from her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you see the he takes off, like you guys get on, and you see the carpet suddenly starts to lift off the ground, and you guys are able to keep. You guys think that it would be unsteady, but you find that it's perfectly fine. You're able to keep your balance just fine, and you see he just takes off and begins flying, and you guys are able to kind of get like a bird's eye view of the city as you kind of get above it, and then it drops you down at the second chance mere moments later. It only takes about a minute or 2 to get there.
Well, this is
Right.
quite lovely. And I didn't even need to stretch my wings. Yes, thank you for the ride.
He gives you a nod. He's like, "Anytime, man."
A smile. Step off. You don't need to be so dramatic, Jackson.
You're
I
right.
can tell-
I'm sorry, treasured friend and ally.
I accept your apology, darling. Finally.
Huntar, Medi,
Pretty convincing.
Vintash, I just got the strangest sense that something terrible just went horribly wrong in the universe.
Me too.
There's been a great imbalance.
Okay, and Wilder, you take a stroll through the evening air. It is normally pretty warm during the daytime, so at night it's very cool and comfortable as you're walking through. And as there's a cool kind of sea breeze that keeps that kind of blows through, but not too cold this time of year, and just a very pleasant night. You do see there are a few kind of like people that are just kind of strolling about the city.
You get mugged by Dr. Professor Sir Jebediah Amadeus Esquire.
It's actually a druid
Dark
like
Lord.
taking shape as him, luring you into an alleyway.
That would be upsetting.
While he's in the carrier.
Yeah.
It's impressive, really.
It's a druid thief combo. Like they sleight
The
of hand the
pig
pig out and sleight of hand the other pig in.
The pig's actually a Kenku.
No.
Just has the sky self up.
For the whole day.
That would be impressive.
Oh goodness.
Okay. So as we conclude another day of shopping and or a day of shopping here, you guys return back to your rooms. I assume similar sleeping arrangements as the
Yeah.
previous night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone please switch with Lincoln.
Lincoln won't read this time.
I mean, you can.
No.
Lincoln,
Lingy, do you want a bedtime story?
Lincoln's asleep. He's sleeping.
No, you don't want a bedtime story from this magnificent book.
What are you gonna read it while like cramped into your broken wooden cot with your leg dangling?
Oh no, the
out
wooden
the
cot's
side?
shoved in the fucking cupboard or the closet right now.
After hearing Wider, Vince is gonna go to Lincoln. Hey, do you need a break or?
Vintash, why are you in my room? I'm trying to sleep.
Oh, it was before then. Okay, never mind.
I'm right here.
No, fucking
Before then.
Vintash comes in and whispers in Lincoln's ear while he's on the floor. Hey,
It's
you
full view of
alright?
everyone just like.
Whoops, never mind. Oh,
Lincoln's
Yeah,
response
so-
earlier would have been like, "What do you mean?"
yeah. Okay, he would have shrugged off and like went back. I don't think he needs. I don't think he needs to be switched Wilder.
I do my ritual again.
Another
I try to train Chuck a little bit more.
Give me an animal handling check.
Right.
I'm willing
Worst
to
part of-
offer Lincoln to try to explain flirting if he wants, but I understand if he just wants to sleep.
Woof.
Exactly. I mean, why would I need to know that?
Well, isn't that what you were struggling over last night? I saw you reading a
The
book.
book doesn't make any sense. I don't know why Wilder gave it to me. Is Wilder flirting with me? What's happening?
No.
I'm pretty sure he has flirted with you. I don't know if
I
he
thought it was
is
flirted with-
flirting with you.
I think
I
he's
would blame
flirting with
him.
everybody here at one point.
Yeah, I know that, Trace.
Do you want the book? I don't really get it. Or
I
have
don't
any
need
use
the
for it.
book. Why don't you just keep trying, Lincoln?
Yeah, just read it for a few more nights.
It'll be very helpful
Maybe
for you.
something will click.
If there's anything you don't understand, I'm here to help.
Okay, so on page one, at the top of the table of contents, it's
I pat
Oh, boy.
Lincoln on the back and I give him guidance.
Sure, I'll read some more of the book before I go to bed.
Be like, you got this, buddy. You'll figure it out sooner or later.
I don't
We-
suppose
we
I can
have
give
a
him
big
advantage
chorus
if
off
I'm
that.
helping.
9.
You're starting to get a little bit more of it. The things are.
Damalia is
I guess
helping.
not. Yeah, I am
I
helping.
completely forgot he had to roll. I was just giving guidance for flavor.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Hey!
so that's a
20!
20.
Yeah, you suddenly as Damalia, you said you're helping him.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of like I imagine Damalia kind of like sits on the bed, like the edge of the bed, and kind of pats over, and you come sit down next to her, and you start kind of going through the book, and she's kind of like she's explaining things to you. You are as she's explaining it suddenly is starting to click in your head, like oh. And
Oh.
you are
You know what,
getting-
Damalia? It all makes sense now. I think I finally get it.
How do you?
But
Go on.
Wilder is very bad at flirting. He hasn't done any of the things that are in the book. So what's the point?
Medi's just sitting in the corner with his like head in his hand, just
Timora, you absolute cunt.
and Wilder's and Jackson's room next door. Can we hear this?
Lincoln's not like shouting it.
Yeah, you could hear.
I
it
know
if-
what sex is.
Why would he shout?
I'll talk to Wilder about his flirting skills. I'm sure he'd love to know the advice you want to give him.
What's any advice?
Unless you're like, I would say Vintash. Unless you're like against the wall, like trying to listen, then no, you can't hear them. The walls aren't that thin.
I still don't understand why
Yeah,
you
you-
gave me the book. What would I do with this?
You just dump out someone's water and put a cup to the fucking wall.
Well, you're a very handsome man, Lincoln. A couple of women or men or anything in between might have some interest in you and show it through any of these methods. So it's important that you know them in case you want to take interest in somebody.
Alright, but I'm kind of busy. I mean, like, this whole thing going on, like I don't really have time. It's not even something I've really taken the time to consider or worry about. Like, there's more important things going on. So I mean,
You're not a multitasker, are you?
no.
It shows. It really shows.
Please, no, why?
You think they're alright, Wilder?
I don't know. Jebediah thinks that they are right. That's it.
So Link
I'm
goes to
trying
bed.
to sleep, you two.
As Medi goes, as Link goes, I just whisper over to him, like, I'm so sorry.
I'm used to it. It's fine.
I'm just chilling with a bird.
You sure are, my man.
Yeah, I didn't say move with your roll. Yeah, you're doing pretty good. You and Chuck are getting the rhythm down as far as starting to get kind of the commands of it listening to you. And
Tonight,
doing
I'm
it.
trying to teach him to not angle his fire breath towards my face.
But it's a bit difficult as you don't have anything to demonstrate with as far as you don't have any fire breath on you. But
He cuts out like a fire-shaped piece of paper and puts it in his mouth.
Wilder, can you cast fire breath on Chuck again?
Well, it's important training.
Wilder, they need you again.
No. It's past the time when my eyes close. You don't talk to me anymore.
Hey, Doc Lord, can you tell Wilder that we need fire breath on Chuck right now?
He does not listen to your demon language.
Oh, because I'm a tiefling, I'm a demon now.
I closed the
You're not a
window.
tiefling, so you get to be racist towards us tieflings.
Jackson's just like,
I go back downstairs for a drink of water. I drink a beer again.
This is just a nightly thing. This is just
Lincoln
how we are.
pokes his head across the balcony this time. Just, can you guys keep it down a little bit? I'm trying to sleep. Put it out that you're being a little loud. Thanks. Have a nice night.
you do the Ross from Friends where you're like, just
A little bit.
for those of you who are
But I'm leaning halfway out two windows, so a little lower.
Oh, we
We're
are
not the only
fast.
people trying to sleep in this place either.
I asked for the
Turn
boots.
back over. Stop waking me up. I'm gonna turn back over.
I'm at the bar already. I asked for the boots.
Yeah, you have a few drinks while you're down there. It costs you another 10 silver pieces for all the drinks if you're getting the boot
Yeah.
again.
Why you don't have money?
Hey guys, on a side note, I think Vintash might be an alcoholic. We should probably talk about
It's
that.
just Gee's self-insert.
At this point, I wasn't even having him be one. It's just
Dude, you
Is it
drank a
driving him to
boot
drink?
this tall
So
for breakfast.
through various awkward night events and teachings and learning new things and about flirting and how to breathe fire in the appropriate direction and how to deal with noisy roommates that you can't quite get to shut up. You all have an interesting night.
Jackson, you did buy that poison. Just saying.
But you eventually do all fall asleep and get a long night's rest. And Huntar, give me what would it be? A perception check. The next morning, right by you again. You startle again as the same kid comes flying by.
I told you I was sleeping here. God, I
He's
hate
like, "You're
the
still
city.
there?" And he flies off. As you are woken again by the sound of an early morning messenger moving about the city.
Can we get out of the city yet? What are we still doing here? Let's go. Let's leave. We don't have any other business here.
I just have to go pick up a monocle and a cane, and I will leave. And we got to get the horses. So
About the
really fast.
Kenku, do we know if he's like a magic user or anything?
Well, we know that he is very persuasive from the account I remember. I don't know whether he was magically addled or just naturally talented, however.
Well, we know he likes sunflower seeds. And Wilder likes sunflower seeds. So therefore, they're
So-
both magical.
I was trying to see if it was worth it. to-
Do all magical
Air
users like
silent.
sunflower seeds? I didn't think that was a thing.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with your logic there.
Look, Medi's an exception because he can't eat. So like,
No, I can eat. I just
Medi
don't
ate
really
those
need
cookies
to.
yesterday, though. Medi, do you like sunflower seeds?
Yeah.
see,
It checks out. Wow, do you like
So
sunflower
that's
seeds?
I'm learning
I mean,
something new
yeah.
today.
Let's see. What do I get out of
I'm
Nana's
going to the
bag?
store. He just leaves.
Vintash like hands out with you and goes to the anvil.
I go with Wilder.
Okay.
So you open the bag, Medi, and you see there's a delicious muffin cooked with love. Eating
Aw.
and you pull out of it,
Aw.
and roll a d4.
D4 plus 4.
You
Oh.
get
8
8
temporary
temporary
hit points.
That's a
Person
lot.
in the universe.
I
I was looking at. I was thinking for right now. I feel like that home cooking one is a bit strong compared to the others. Minus the bless for an hour.
Yeah, but it's once a day. It's not so. Not a
It
big
is once
deal.
a day.
Come on, Lincoln. Let's go.
All right.
Anybody
get
that comes
a-
near me smells cinnamon and everything. Because when you open
Wilder, by the way, I
smells
finished
like
the
it.
book that you gave me on the island, and I think I finally understand it now. Damalia was helping me with it. You're great, and I really appreciate all the help you provided the group, and I think that you are a wonderful person. But I'm not really looking for like a relationship right now or anything. So if we could just,
It's okay, Wilder. I
continue to
understand.
be
Must be
teammates
hard.
and companions, that would be ideal.
I am so heartbroken.
I'm very sorry. I thought that maybe.
Is this happening in front of us all? Okay.
God.
I'm just gonna put this out here. Damalia told you that I.
No. Damalia was helping me understand the book because I was having some trouble with it. 'Cause I don't know
Uh-huh.
why anyone would do any of this. It doesn't make any sense. And I realized that you have been flirting with me.
I feel like Devin's face is just Wilder's face. You're just making the perfect fucking face, just like.
Listen, it all clicked. That's why you gave me the book in the first place, so I could understand the signs.
You know what, Lincoln? You're so right. And I am deeply sorry that this can never be. I will refrain from relations. So,
So pick up the outfit you'll pay.
yeah.
Does Wilder at this point walk off to go get the outfit?
Yeah, he's just gonna do that. He's just gonna. I have something to tell you though.
Right.
I'm. You know what? We're just gonna leave that. We're just gonna leave that there.
What did you want to tell me?
Oh boy. Just Damalia has her work cut out for her. That's all I'm gonna say.
What is she working on something?
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a long project.
Oh shit. Give me a sec, hold on. Oh,
Okay.
Well, she should talk to the group about it then. We can all help her finish it.
I mean, we are trying.
All right. Why hasn't anyone told me about it yet?
Lincoln, you are the sweetest of cinnamon rolls. This is not flirting, by the way. You are the sweetest of cinnamon rolls. Just stay this way for a little while longer. It's nice.
Sounds an awful lot like flirting.
You don't need to worry about me. I'm celibate. We're just gonna leave it at that, and then go to get the outfit.
All right then, let's go get the outfit.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys head off.
God, I wish we were there for that.
Yeah.
Same.
That was the best.
I hope somebody takes that from stream and just gets that whole thing.
So
Yeah, we're
fucking
gonna have to
scuffed.
highlight it.
It's wonderful. God, I need water. I'll be right back.
My Sprite's
I,
trying
need
to
a
kill
I,
me.
I don't need water. I need a drink.
Oh, jeez.
Vintash, you are able to go.
Anyway.
Wilder, you're able to go and you pick up your little the cane and the monocle. The monocle does come with a little clip, like a little like tie clip kind of thing, but only it looks like it would clip to the top hat.
Okay.
You know, and she, now that she knows it's for a pig, it's got kind of these like, I don't know if have you ever seen those like the hair, like they're meant for hair, so that you like, it's like a square or a patch, and you basically push it against the hair. And
Yeah, I know what you're talking. Yeah.
She has that kind
I
of
don't.
on the a very soft kind of version of that on the inside of the monocle. That way, if you place it on the pig's fur, it will kind of hold it in place as it kind of pushes against the fur. So that way it doesn't fall. And then you see the cane. It does appear to be like a long kind of black cane, about a foot long. It looks almost like it instead of being like a full cane, it looks kind of almost like a magician's wand, like the typical like black, mostly black, but it's got a white tip on the end. So it looks kind of like that.
This evil outfit is complete.
And Vintash, you are able to stop by the anvil, and you pick up your bracers. Your gauntlets are as good as new. And he has essentially, like, you see for the straps on the shield, you see he's got like basically what appears to be a quick pull leather, like quick release strap. So like you if you're holding it, you just pull, like you pull it to tighten, and then you pull it again, and it just releases and loosens.
Oh.
So it's kind of got a little bit of stretchiness to it as it does that. So you would so you quick put on, and then you just pull it off, and then the whole thing just and it kind of comes loose, and then you would just put your arm again and then pull it and then tighten it.
I love it. Thank you so much. Flip him another silver piece.
He says, I'm glad you like it. It just, if you ever need more work done, feel free to come back. Tell others where you got it.
Of course, of course. By the way, name of the place again.
It is Mygar's Anvil, I believe. Let me make sure I got that right. Yeah, Mygar's Anvil.
Dragon Scale Shield. Gotcha.
What number is my Gar's anvil? Sorry.
That is at 6, I
10.
believe. 10. Thank you. Yeah, 10. It is number 10. Yeah. What it was black, right? A black scale?
That was a bronze scale.
Okay.
Here it is. 4x3 bronze scale.
Okay. All right. Very good. So, you would have, if you use this shield to make a dexterity save against lightning breath, you'd have an advantage on the save.
Ooh. Wait, what do you mean by use the shield? As in, like, I would have the shield on me?
Like, if you're holding the shield and you get hit with lightning breath from a dragon, or then you have advantage on the save. Or
Okay, cool.
any lightning damage, essentially.
Yeah. Sounds good.
It gives you advantage on the save against it. It doesn't give you any resistance. It just gives you advantage on the save.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. And I go back. Okay, cool. And I give him a good handshake, and I go back. And of course, tip him and everything.
Okay, and then I think you guys were going to get a cart and a horse and cart.
Yeah.
Actually, it was a cart and a horse.
Yeah, we want to get the cart first, this way we get the horse fitted to the cart.
Yeah.
Because if we
Lincoln
get the
can drive
horse
the cart,
first and
don't
the
worry,
horse
I
is
got
too big for our cart, then like, what are we going to
Vinny
do?
can drive a cart too.
But you know the old adage is you never get the wagon before the horse.
Yeah, we're
No,
not
you
talking about
want to
wagons,
get the
we're talking
wagon
about carts.
first.
Guys, it's like putting the
Completely
cart
different.
before the horse. Like, come on.
Don't.
So-
What's the fucking thing? It was don't count your eggs until or your horses
Don't
till they
count your
hatch. What was
carts
it?
before you
Chickens before they
horse.
hatch.
Come on, guys.
No, well, it was like don't count your horses till they hatch or some shit.
So
Fucking
if you
cursed.
guys are looking to purchase a wagon, it is normally sold for 35 gold pieces, and a draft horse is 50 gold pieces.
Hey,
All right, so we need 85.
That's a lot of money.
I don't
I
have
have
that.
3 copper.
I have 30. I have 3 platinum and 8 gold pieces.
I got 19 gold. Why the fuck am I talking like that? I have 19 gold pieces.
I'm willing to contribute 10 gold and a platinum piece.
I have a 10 gold ring that the rich guy gave me.
Oh,
It would
yes.
be alternatively, if you for the party to travel there by coach, it would be 39 gold pieces total.
Much more affordable.
If
Oh,
you
let's
were
be
to take
poor.
coach,
Let's do that
yeah.
instead.
I have 1 gold piece.
By the way, any lightning damage spell, right? Or just
Any
lightning.
lightning damage effect.
Yeah.
I'll put 10 gold towards coach.
The coach
I'll
is
put my 1 gold.
the coach is 39.
Pieces. It is 3 copper pieces per mile, and it's 160 miles to Careball.
Okay.
Here's
Yeah,
my 1
I'll-
gold piece.
Yeah, 39 divided by 6. So if each person contributes like 6, 7 gold, that'd be fine.
Only like 4 of us can actually contribute.
Yeah, you guys. I think you guys have pretty much emptied all your pockets so far.
I mean, I
have
can
my
pay for
Alright,
the.
gold ring.
If the entire trip's 39 gold, I can pay for it.
I got 6 platinum
Alright.
pieces.
Right.
Hunter, you don't need to pay for the whole
Okay.
thing. I'll at least pay for 10 gold worth.
Here's my 1 gold. You're taking it.
Jackson, keep it. You need it more than I do, clearly.
I
just
bought
ha- I just
things
hand-
that'll
I
help
just-
us.
I just hand you a 10 gold ring. Like here's my pay.
I don't know if we could pay with jewelry.
Yeah, you can go and sell it.
That's a whole nother. Keep the ring. I'm just gonna pay for it. All right. Cool.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Hunter.
Thank you, Hunter.
Thank you, Hunter.
Thank
You
you.
want another cookie?
No.
You're doing a good deed. Here's a cookie.
I have some cookies
I love
left.
it.
Yeah,
Is
before they
that
go
how
bad.
is that how Lincoln rewards us for being good people? Here's a cookie.
So there is room for 6 inside the carriage. There is room for a 7th on top of the carriage, so you'd be kind of sitting on like where the luggage rack. There's like a luggage rack on the top. But if there's no if you guys aren't carrying a lot of luggage, they can instead of a luggage rack, they'll put a additional like bench kind of seat up on the top.
I would sit up there, but I'm afraid of breaking through the roof. Yeah.
How often does your route get attacked by bandits?
This is quite rare. Bandits don't usually pop up too often. Are you from here?
Final words.
North.
No.
She says, no. He says, he kind of looks at you like crazy, like, you must think you're in the Shah or something. We haven't had a bandit attack in a decade at least.
All right, then I'll go up top.
This what?
On top of the carriage.
It's
Are you
it's
gonna stop
30.
for
It's meant to hold a good amount of weight as it holds luggage normally.
Well, it's holding a Lincoln.
Yeah, it's holding a Lincoln.
Why is it holding a Lincoln for? I'm out there.
No,
You are.
you guys are there.
Yeah.
The wagon inside, it's a 3-person wide bench seat on the front and then on the back. And so it holds 6 inside. And then they have like a bench seat that they fitted on the top since you guys don't have luggage.
Damalia,
Well, I
you
guess-
should go up there too, but it's gonna take. I'm sorry.
Wilder, you do know it's a one-seater. I would have a lot of trouble justifying that. And
No, it's a bench. It's a bench seat. It goes across, so it fit 3 more people.
oh, all right. I'm going up top. If anybody needs me,
Besides,
I'm
you
going to
can
be
always sit
enjoying the
on his
breeze.
lap.
I was gonna say you could just sit in his lap or something like.
I could try to justify that. I said stranger things.
Oh boy.
He'll probably think it's
Wow.
you just being all friendly and stuff. So have fun with that.
Yeah, I know.
Just his pal being a gal.
So,
She'll fly up, sit next to him.
Oh, hello.
Hello there. Oh. Gonna be seeing some gorgeous views.
That's fair. It's always nice traveling. I don't think have I been to Kerbal?
no.
No.
You probably have not. There's usually not too much of a reason to go there because it's mostly a military city. So unless you have unless you have reason to be with the Navy, like the naval operations, the military, it's probably not too much of a reason there. It is a trade port that operates for those coming from the west that don't want to go all the way around to Halagard or into Halorah, into Lake Harua. So there is some trade done there. Usually you can get like the pricing of places is a little bit cheaper there because they're not having to go through the main city and kind of the main tariffs and all the other stuff that importing into the main cities would probably result in.
Gotcha. I don't think I've been to Kerbal. It'd be interesting to travel that way.
Yeah. I have a place if we need a place to stay.
Oh, really?
Kerbal?
Do tell.
He leans over the side like, oh, that's good, Vintash.
Yes, tell us more. Where are we? Where?
Oh,
Hey,
whoops!
Paul,
My bad.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
What
No,
did you
guys,
have in
I would
mind,
imagine you guys are
Vintash?
still like they're getting the horses hooked up and
What's up?
stuff. You still have a few minutes before you actually take off. And so
Oh,
you guys
thank
can
God.
kind of like
All
be
right.
standing around and talk to each other.
My business is there and my home, and well, everything I know.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So party at your house?
Party in the USA.
Actually.
A
So,
party
after
with
we
tons
get
of
to
beer.
Kenku,
Well,
so
there's like a little celebration thing, yeah.
is there okay before you guys head off? Then, you guys, the drivers ask if there's anything else you need. Otherwise, they say it's time for departure.
Depart.
Well, I
Okay.
could use 1,000,000 gold, but that seems a little out of the constraints. So I think
You
I'll be
so
fine.
Molly is that person.
Mhm.
Yeah, you should have gotten the fancy manacles.
I'm sure there are enough men here that could
Now,
earn that.
see? They're cuter.
I
They're
don't know if I want
styling.
pink, like maybe green or blue.
Green, I can see green, but it's not going to suit everybody.
While we're riding on our way to
You guys
Kerbal,
take off. You guys exit the city and you begin to follow along the road.
On the
toward-
highway.
Yeah.
Right lane.
while we're traveling, can I do the ritual to summon my familiar?
No.
Just like
I mean, yeah, there's a little bit. There's like a fair amount of ground in between the two benches in there. I mean,
Okay.
you'd be doing it with just everybody essentially watching
Yeah.
you.
that's
Jackson will
fine.
ask what you're doing.
What
are you doing?
I am summoning my princess. It's should be useful
Your
to
princess.
should be useful for the Kenku and everything.
Gonna offer any more context, or do you?
I
often
mean,
summon
you'll
royalty?
see in an hour. You'll see in an hour. This will also be entertainment for you. Just see all how all this happens.
I completely forgot. I should have done that before we left.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh well.
So
Well,
you just
It is going to take about a day to get there. It's
Oh.
not like
yeah.
Okay.
It's still, but
I'll
you
just-
just want yeah.
After
I mean-
Wild was done, Medi will just do it.
yeah.
More entertainment.
As you guys are doing it, Hunter's just calling out like each step as you guys are doing it.
What?
Like even before you get there, he's like, "Yeah, and then you do that, and then you do that. All right, let's hurry it up. No need to put on a show."
Jackson will just sigh, just from the bridge of his nose, like, maybe up top is better.
Someone picking over between 1 and 10.
7.
Yep.
Motherfuckers, I can't message both of you.
Fine.
Last time I
common
messaged
number,
Jackson,
by the
he
way.
hung up on me. So I'm gonna message Hunter.
Also,
Is everything okay down there?
Devin, there is
Lots of,
the
th-
PDF.
noises.
Yeah, it's Wilder and Medi are doing a find familiar ritual. It's fine.
I see. Okay then.
We can use.
You would be familiar with it though, like
I'm familiar with the familiars.
Yeah, I mean, every good wizard worth their salt in all of Harua, which means they're all over the place, and in the schools and everything, there's just familiars everywhere. There's, it's Harry Potter up in this bitch. You got like owls and rats and cats and all kinds of crazy things flying about. You always have that one weird kid that has the octopus familiar.
He was going through a phase.
But we can use the alternate things from that PDF, right?
Yes, if you guys want to use the ones that there's a couple that the couple that are available right away.
Yeah.
Alright, so I cast Find Familiar.
Alright, so I get Fireball centered on the wagon.
Even the marshal cast Find Familiar.
No, I don't need to find familiar. I have Chuck.
I know some spells. 5.
Basically everything but Pact of the Chain and Constructed Familiars, it looks like.
I have a snake. You guys will see a flying snake.
Where?
I love it when snakes fly.
Wait, Julian, do I get the star snake or do I not?
We had to go on quests to find those.
Yeah, okay.
Star snake, no.
Okay. But the regular flying snake, though, right?
Yes, a regular flying snake you can.
For the Beguiler and the Star Snake, we had to go on like a journey to find them.
Yeah, those ones you have to be a little bit.
CJ, your webcam's frozen again.
Oh, god damn it.
No, he's just holding that pose really well.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm impressed.
So,
we stand a king.
Yeah, Damalia, there's summoning familiars underneath, so we might see a few more strange things.
A familiar
A Tresium floats out the window and up to Damalia.
A familiar that
flies out.
You see?
Oh, that's cute. Why does it have wings? It's a cat. That's so quirky.
That's how familiars work. They're weird.
Interesting. I can't say I've ever come across one of those.
Wilder, as you
There's 2 more.
And Wilder, as you are finishing, like you're playing with, you've gotten your familiar, your flying snake, and you're kind of, getting used to it and dealing with it. You suddenly hear Jebediah starts kind of squealing, and like you hear it snorting, like it's having trouble snorting out air, and then it's like starts squealing, and you look at it and it just seems to be freaking out.
Is he throwing a tantrum because you have a
they
new
have
friend?
to get along. This can't happen.
No, he's throwing a tantrum because you have a new friend.
He doesn't seem to be upset about the snake. He just appears to be like, you see, he kind of like with his normal front paw, he's like batting at his nose.
Oh yeah, maybe the goatee's suffocating him. You monster.
Or maybe he's
batting at his nose.
Maybe he's allergic to the Tresium.
Poor thing.
I think that's allergic to cats.
You'll get used to it.
Damn.
Wow.
Jesus.
Can't save the pig now.
I was gonna say Medi's gonna take a look at him and see if he's having like an allergic reaction or something. Can I help Wilder with that then?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, he needs it.
Yeah. Another one.
Okay. Yeah, you seem to calm the big. It seems after a moment, Jebediah calms down and seems to be back to normal. It doesn't seem to have any effect with the snake kind of just sitting on your shoulder. Doesn't seem to have any effect on it. Neither does the Tresium as it kind of lands back in.
It just draped around Medi's neck.
Yep.
And just eyes Chuck.
What? What are you looking at Chuck for?
He's adorable.
He is, and he's decidedly mine.
He is adorable. Wild, isn't he? Reminds me of Daisy.
Oh, all right.
No, that was supposed to be like, he reminds me of Daisy.
So
Like,
yeah, you
I will
guys
steal.
are able to. You guys have a. You guys continue your travels. Damalia and Lincoln on top of the carriage, enjoying the scene of the countryside as you guys travel along the wagon, occasionally kind of bumping, and you guys just kind of riding along. It's pretty comfortable overall. There's some padding on the seats to make it so that it lasts for a while. Inside, various rituals continue to happen as you guys have done your spells and you playing with. You now have in your wagon, in addition to the six
addition
of
to a
you, there are
pig
almost as many animals in the cabin as there are people.
Please shoot me.
And this is what happens when you have like nature and like two like farms.
Because I can.
Oh,
Yeah.
little bug. This is my Tressum.
And so you guys, as you guys
happened to his
make your
wings?
way to Careball, where Vintash is eagerly, eagerly awaiting returning back home.
Yeah.
So we will pick up there next week, as we will go ahead and end there for
Okay.
tonight.
Thank you for running.
Thank
I'm ready
you.
for Lincoln's
Thank you all for
awkward
watching.
stupidity.
Remember to buy our
when we
merch.
pick up
Yes.
again.
Buy
Tune
our
in
merch.
next week at
Subscribe.
I hope
follow.
Yeah,
you're
you
excited for
can-
more animal hygiene.
What, Devin?
I said tune in next week at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. that other time zone.
Nobody
Not-
knows.
There's also a stream happening tomorrow of normal AL stuff.
Yeah,
At what
but
time,
we're not
Julian?
there, so.
9
We're
a.m.
not there, so it's gonna
9
be
a.m.
less fun.
Pacific,
But
9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. We'll be doing a Adventures
early.
League game. Yep.
Sadly, it has none of us. So
It
Or
will
maybe
have
yeah.
all these lovely individuals,
Are
but
none of you guys in that one? Except
No.
Julian.
No.
no,
Oh.
yeah.
Nuts.
I don't do
So-
AL.
I left the
That's
AL
not good
scene a
enough.
while ago.
I don't find AL fun.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly.
Okay, you don't have to say it out loud.
Doesn't matter. Just because
Thank
one person
you
doesn't
to the
find it fun
adventure
doesn't mean other
leagues.
people won't.
Hey,
But come
thank
and
you
see
for
for
watching
yourself.
the official Adventurer League's Twitch.
Yeah.
Hey guys, sorry. Due to unspecified reasons, Medi had to drop out of the campaign
Weird.
at the last
Really
second.
weird.
Oh damn.
He wanted to go find Daisy again, and honestly,
Yeah.
who could blame him?
So
No, it is. If you want to know for yourself, come take a look tomorrow and find out what it's like, and see if CJ is just a curmudgeon or if
Yeah.
I am.
if it's
Honestly, I
actually
am.
pretty
Yeah.
fun.
And also,
very
buy
fun.
our merch. Don't buy the Adventure
Yes.
League's merch. Just
Our
buy
merch.
the Prismatic Shield
By-
merch.
yeah.
Yeah.
Buy that.
Buy
That
laser
very,
discs.
very beautiful person. Buy their stuff.
So,
Look at that.
and our links
Over
are in the
there?
chat and down below. So thank you
Yeah,
guys,
over there
everybody,
somewhere.
for watching. We will see you next time. All right, have a good one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.